Yes, Spurs fans, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur here, and we are taking on Burnley, another do or die game for Thomas Frank. We are away from home, of course, for this game, and Thomas Frank has gone for what looks to be a similar shape and formation, at least from what we can tell, to what he lined up against Dortmund with. We have Vicario in goals. We have Danzo returning back to the team, forming what you would think is a back three with Romero and Van de Ven. Pedro Porro makes the team, as well as Jet Spence by the looks of things. And then in terms of the other players, we have Gallagher, Bissouma holding it down in midfield with Xavi Simons back in the team. Odebear as well, who had a great performance, in my opinion, against Dortmund, as well as Xavi Simons, to be fair to him. And then Dominic Solanke, who was, of course, back in the goals against Dortmund. Can he continue that on against the Burnley team? I mean, first question here is, Dave, I guess, am I right to assume that this is going to be a back three, back five type formation, or is there a chance that maybe it is a back four with Van de Ven potentially playing as a left
I,
back?
I think there could be an option of it being a back four, which is maybe one theory thrown out there. But I think if you listen to what Thomas Frank has just said on Sky Sports ahead of the game, there's no easy match in the Premier League ahead of facing relegation candidates Burnley. We score in a lot of our games, so we have to focus on trying to keep a clean sheet, which makes me think, they are moving into a back five today. And look, it's not exactly awe-inspiring them words. It's sort of many people's initial reactions be like, "Oh, here we go, over respecting an opposition again." We already know how we're going to set up. But I do understand, like to a certain degree, what he's trying to say. Like in games like this, even if we are on the front foot, we still have to try and maintain a clean sheet and not have any lapses in concentration or making a silly mistake. Because when you do against a team like Burnley right now, they've played Man United and Liverpool. I think it was 2-2 and 1-1. They've
Mhm.
shown they can pick up results and hit you on the counter. So, in that regard, I can understand where he's coming from. I just hope it's not mirrored in the approach, if you get what I mean, in
Yeah.
terms of, I understand if the messaging is about staying concentrated, staying sharp and stuff, but I don't want to see it mirrored in the tactics.
No, we are Respect FC, to be fair, since Thomas Frank has come back or has come into charge here at the club. I'd like to think it is going to be a similar formation and shape to what we saw against Dortmund. I think his logic might be just that it worked, right? And we actually saw some pretty good football from them. And we saw some really good performances from some of his attacking players in that game. And then defensively, we looked really solid as well. I mean, the Dortmund performance was almost flawless, really, like, especially
Mm.
considering most of the guys were going into that game injured, tired, pretty fatigued for the most part too. And we saw one of the more professional, complete performances where we were good going forward, created enough chances to win the game, and then Dortmund didn't really lay a glove on us. I understand that they only had 10 men for a large period of that game, but even before that, like even before the red card, they didn't really look like they could even get into our half for the most part. They were
Mm.
struggling against us. And I think Dortmund are known as pretty much a defensive team, at least this season in the Bundesliga. And I wonder if he's applied that logic to this Burnley team, where it's like, yeah, they're pretty much more of a defensive team. They don't really look to sort of have the ball and dominate possession. They kind of look to hit you on the counter. So might as well just apply some of the principles and some of the formation and shape and tactics that you did against Dortmund against this Burnley team. And hopefully you see a similar performance from them. And then, like I said, he saw good attacking performances for whatever reason. The back three, back five got a lot out of Odebear and it got a lot out of Xavi Simons, and Solanke too had a solid game for the most part.
Yeah, players were able to, like,
Rinse and
we were
repeat,
we,
basically,
we
is
were
what he
able
wants
to
to do.
expand the whole width of the pitch, if you know what I mean. We were able to have an attack down the left and attack down the right, and I think that's absolutely crucial. I think what worries me, are we seeing this change because the club are struggling to get in forward players, and that's why we're seeing this change. In that regard, where they've sort of turned out to Thomas Frank and gone, look, we can't get the four players in, so this system isn't going to work. You're going to have to maybe come up with something different, and maybe this change might be to our benefit. But Jed Spence, it'd be interesting to see whether he can replicate a similar performance as he
Hmm.
did against Dortmund going further forward, because ultimately I think this is a trial run from him. I think this is an option the club are looking at, in terms of, if they can't get that four player in, that maybe Jed Spence can offer something down the left.
Yeah.
And you know we need him to sort of perform again today, because if he doesn't, then you all of a sudden you look at it and go, that's just a once off.
Yeah, you
We
scratch
need
your
to
head.
see, yeah, exactly, and you're back to square one again. So we need to see him replicate that similar level of performance. Be brave, go at his man. Wilson Odobert, one thing that no one really picked up on against Dortmund, which I absolutely loved about his game, he mixed it up. He didn't constantly look for the ball to feet like Kudos and other options when they play there. At times he took the ball to feet and ran at Eastman, but at other times he let Porro have the ball and made runs off him and in behind. And we need to see more of that. Also, Porro was crucial that night, in terms of all of his crosses, his passes in behind, they were perfectly weighted, where if they have been out off for
Hmm.
months, they've been overhit, underhit, and it really did help us create opportunities in that regard. So we need them players to really step up and show again today. Same with Xavi Simons. He's going to be the most crucial player on the pitch. Sometimes against Dortmund, some of the players at times when they did have time to get turned, they sort of refuse, sometimes playing the safer pass. Xavi Simons is the only player in this team that anytime he gets the ball looks to get turned and play forward. Now I know there's a bit of frustration around how much he loses the ball. That is something he needs to tighten up on. But that's what I want from that player. I don't want him playing it safe. I want him taking them risks and stuff. And also, he needs to clean up on his shooting in around the edge of the box. If he does, this guy would get more goals for Tottenham Hotspur and really kick on. But because Burnley play low block, this guy's absolutely crucial. We've seen time and time again, he is the one that can get on that ball, slide players in, put lovely floated crosses towards the back post. So they're absolutely crucial in regards to them. And you're just hoping Dom Solanke can find himself on the end of something similar to what he did against Dortmund. But you're absolutely spot on. I do think this lineup has been picked to sort of replicate what we've seen against Dortmund, more or less.
I'd like the point that you made about him using the width as much as possible in a back three, 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1, whatever you want to call it, type of formation can do that, because we've already accepted and realized that Thomas Frank kind of doesn't really like to play through the middle that much. He doesn't
No.
really want to be playing through balls, play between the lines. He does prefer the ball just sort of be swung from side to side, get it down the channels, look to sort of play in the wide areas, take on players in those wide
Yeah.
areas, and then create from crosses. And you maybe have a bit more balance to it, and it makes it a bit easier if you're doing more of a 3-4-3 shape, because then you have an overlapping wing back who can offer a bit of extra support, but also just be another guy that can potentially hurt you down the flanks. And then you, of course, have these number 10 winger type players in Xavi Simons, in Odobert, that can also kind of float and also kind of stay in the
Yeah.
wide areas for the most part. So it just gives you an even more of an incentive to create out there. And then you just have the guys in the middle just win the ball back, recycle it, and have a relatively easy job in possession. Out of possession, it can be quite hard,
The
but in
key,
possession, they don't really have to do too much to play through the middle.
and also in possession, when we do get the ball out wide into crossing positions, because Udabur is playing a bit more inside, and if he went outside, if you go back and look at the Dortmund game, Porro often went on the inside, and same with Xavi Simons, which meant we could actually get extra bodies into the box. So when we were crossing balls against Dortmund, we had 2 or 3 players in there trying to get on the end of it, not just one striker where the ball almost had to be perfect like we've seen in recent weeks. But out of possession is where it's going to be key, Jack. We can't afford to sit off Burnley today. Out of possession, in order to be able to get that midfield to be able to recycle the ball and the centre
Hmm.
backs, it's important that we press them and force them into long balls. And if they don't and they try to play, we will force them into mistakes or pen them up in their corner. So it's out of possession, which is absolutely crucial as well in order to help this system and extract the very most out of it.
Some people have been suggesting that it could be Johnny Heitinga that's maybe suggested this change to a different formation. Would you go that far, Dave? That maybe his new influence has I mean, assistant coaches, to be fair, right? They do take a huge part in talking about the tactics, formation, and shape. It's not always just the manager. These guys do have a job that are in the
Hell yeah.
background. Could it be the case that he's been brought in to do that?
Well, like you do hear a lot of managers say they do prefer their number 2 not to be a yes man, but to actually challenge decisions, suggest things and stuff like that. And maybe there could be that slight element to it, in that regard. But after 1 week, I wonder how
Yeah.
much influence Heiting actually has. I wonder, was this more forced out of the injuries that we were carrying in the
Yeah.
front line and the midfield midweek, and we've stumbled across it, rather than actual influence from Heiting. But what I will say is, he was brought in here sort of to work with the defence. That was common knowledge when the announcement was made. Frank sort of alluded to that. we did play out better from the back. So maybe he's had maybe a slight bit of input on that, but I wouldn't say he's the mastermind behind this whole system. We stumbled across it because of injuries.
When he first came in, too, he was labeled, I think, as being a direct replacement for Matty Wells, who was in charge of the defense, really. He was part of the defensive tactics. And I think they said that Heitinga, more or less, at least that was what the journalists were saying. You know, they could easily be wrong. We know how often they are. But it could have been, they were saying at least that he was coming in to replace Matty Wells in terms of the defensive department. I mean, I'm not sure how much of the actual formation and shape and tactics going forward does he really play influences. You never know, though. Like, he was a high-level assistant coach before. Maybe he is more than just a defensive coach.
No, of course.
I don't know.
I mean, there's that element to it as well. But like, how many days have we had on the training pitch for Heitinga to have this massive influence? You know.
No, it's a very good point. At least in terms of the bench, and then we'll get to you lovely people in the house. We have Kinski there. Dave made the funny joke, which, remind yourselves, he's actually still at the club. He's not gone to West Ham yet. Dragishin is in the team, too. Someone else who's been linked with moves away, of course. Matisse Tell, controversially, is on the bench again. Even though he might want to leave, pretty much they put their foot down, the club and Thomas Frank, by saying that we're not going to be getting rid of any more players at this point with all the injuries and also just how threadbare we are just in general. So Matisse Tell, even though he might be frustrated, will have to be looking at being an inspiration off the bench and helping us in that regard. Destiny Udogi is in the bench as well. Archie Gray, Kola Moani makes the team too. Dane Scarlett, Janai Byfield, and then Luca Williams-Barnett. We're still pretty threadbare for the most part, but it is at least a lot better than what we saw against Borussia Dortmund in terms of options off the bench. There was very, very, very little to work with. The only thing that you could say is that apart from Archie Gray, there aren't really that many midfield options. So hopefully we have no injuries there because, if we end up losing another midfielder, that could be detrimental, to us. That's where we're most light. Joao Palhinha was said that he could potentially be back for this game. It looks like he's not, by the looks of things. Look like he couldn't recover in time. Hopefully it's nothing more than that, and we do see him available for the Eintracht Frankfurt game. But let's get to you guys, see what you guys have to say, and we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff here, everybody, so do sync up with us when that happens. Logan THFC, again, sending another super sticker. Been very generous, my man. He sent a diamond sticker. He's saying, afternoon again, fellas. Let's hope we can get it right today. Hey, we got it right against Dortmund. I gave Thomas Frank his praise, and I would love to do the same thing for Burnley.
Yeah, 100%, Logan. At the end of the day, whether you're Frank in, Frank out, no one wants to be dragged down into this relegation talk. We got to win today. We need to. Let's go. Hopefully the players, I do hope the pressure on the players doesn't overwhelm them or scare them. I hope they thrive off the back of it today. That's crucial.
Tough place to go, but surely after picking up a good win against Dortmund in a game that a lot of us did not expect a lot from, hopefully they really do gather some confidence from that. Be crazy if they didn't. Slim Boy Tubbs, big up one and all. Come on, you Spurs, big up to you, Slim Boy. Shemi Tan's in the house too. Afternoon, Jack and Dave need a strong performance today. No pussyfooting around. Come out early and fast. Otherwise, it could be a nervous game later. I mean, that was also the thing about, even though it was a defensive formation against Dortmund, I think because it was needs must with who we had available, we did come out quickly. We looked like we were looking to dominate the game from the get-go. We didn't come out conservative. So I hope that we can show that similar endeavor in this game, to be honest, because I think that's what also caught us up by surprise, was that it was a back three, back five, but we were pressing high still. We controlled the ball. We were, we were forcing the team to make turnovers. Like they were, like I said, Dortmund, like even before the red card, they were struggling to even get any sort of passing rhythm together, and they were struggling to even get into our half, despite us playing a back three or a back five. So if we can replicate that in terms of coming out the gates quickly, like Shem is saying there, that would also be great. I didn't mention that. That's a good point there, Shem Tan. Wow. Andrew Burnett saying, let's effing go. Come on, Andrew. Good to see you with us. Bulgarian Smokers in the house. Big up to you, Dan. I think he said he's not feeling too hot, so hopefully
he's under the weather.
Hopefully you at least get to enjoy the game with us while you have a nice soup or whatever it is that you can use to get yourself back to full recovery. Take some vitamin C, by the way, Dan. That always helps a lot. J-Mac, big up Davey and Jacko. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, J-Mac. John Stokes is in the house as well. Big up to you, Johnny Stokes. And we have Simon Coley. Appreciate you, Simon Coley. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Martin Knightsbridge is in the house. Big up to you, Martin. Hopefully you got to sleep in a little bit and also enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully Spurs don't ruin it as well. John Stokes saying he might be a 1-1 or a 1v1. I think you might say 1-1. John, we got to win this game. We got to win this game, John
Yeah,
Stokes. It's an absolute must win. And do really appreciate all your support and
yeah.
reposting a lot of our stuff over on X. You've
Very,
been
very
very,
kind
very
of you.
kind to us and generous, John, for a long time now. You're one of
Do
the
you know what?
absolute OGs.
Do you know what I respect about John though, Jack? Even though we don't see eye to eye on this manager, in terms of not even eye to eye, like it's not like we argue about a daily or anything, but we have difference of opinion. John still comes in and checks in and stuff. He's not throwing his toys out of the pram or, stuff like that. And I respect that, by the way, John. I haven't said that to you, actually. So thank you.
If anything, he's been one of the kindest to us. I would
Yeah.
say John Stokes. Yeah, just even though we might not agree totally on the manager situation and the squad situation, he's been one of the kindest to us. So everyone, take a page out of John Stokes' book. A very tolerant man.
Shows we can have different opinions and still get along, right?
Yeah, probably one of the more mature people around in the business. Johnny Stokes. Dropkick your teacher. He's saying could be a 3-4-3. Good to see you, Artist T. Hopefully everything's all right.
Big up, Paris.
We are Spurs TV. Good to see you as well. Lazy 8.
Well.
Hopefully Walker keeps his pants on for the full 90 minutes. Hopefully we pull his pants down, to be honest. Lazy 8 going into this game. Lesser known, morning Jack and Dave. Spurs need to wake up. Hamsters 2 in a row. Definitely we need to pick up some wins. I was saying, Dave was talking about, getting pulled into a relegation battle. It's like that's the reason why Thomas Frank is under pressure right now. We should not be even talking about that. We need to be. The whole point of hiring him was that we didn't repeat what we did last season, where we found ourselves, where the Premier League was already kind of over. We were only clinging on to being in one competition. That just can't repeat itself. It just can't. I refuse to believe that this squad is 17th, 16th level. I'm not saying this squad is anywhere close to being, top 4, top 5, but I'd like to believe that we can challenge for the Conference League spots, at least, in the Premier League this season. That was the whole point of Thomas Frank being brought in. So he's got to start picking up some wins, tough luck. Got to start doing it. He's already dropped too many points at this stage. Even if February is going to be a tough period, he's got to find a way. It's what you're paid the big bucks for. So big up to you, lesser known. And then Adrian Chia, good to see you, Adrian. He's saying, finally, I'm able to greet you two lads again with the Bissouma third kid. Yeah, we're going to need Bissouma for this game, Adrian. No silly business, though, from him. He had a good performance against West Ham. Let's hope that he can churn out another one. The funny thing with Bissouma is that no matter how many blunders and bad moments he's had both on the pitch and off the pitch, on his day when he is playing well, he is a terrific midfielder. Like, he can do so many things. He plays forward, not necessarily a sideways merchant type of guy. He can take on players. He can handle pressure when he is put under it by opposition players. He can score some decent goals from time to time. He's a guy that is a great player. He can get stuck in. Like, he has so many weapons to his game. It's just that we know he's a bit of a balloon head.
But that's the biggest frustration that when it comes to the guy, he picks up injuries now because of the way he lives his life off the field. Every professional footballer knows if you're not living your life right, you're more susceptible to injuries and breaking down and stuff like that. And this is the big problem. It's like Ndombele. They could be, but he was a world beater on his day. But it was very few and far in between. You had to put up with like 15 shit performances to get that one stunning game. It's almost the same with Yves Bissouma, and it just got to a point where Spurs fans were just sick of him apologizing for shit. Just get your head down, concentrate on football, and you can go on to be a really good midfielder. You can go on there and, you have a really good career. You've got the talent, you get up in and around the box to be able to get shots off, and a lot of your shots actually end up on target. When you're on your day, you can get on the ball, get turned, drive forward. But how many times then does he do that, lose the ball, and it ends up in our own back of our own net because he doesn't, he's sloppy or loose with his touch and stuff like that, He's prone to switching off, lapses in concentration. In games like this, it can't happen.
Yeah.
Look, I don't hate Bissouma. I know I have my problems with him, but I get very frustrated. And you know this, Jack. When I see players with real talent and they just don't try a leg, I get so frustrated with them. I'm almost harsher on them than anybody else because the talent is there. It's just a lack of desire, hunger, and stuff like that. He's got one last chance between now and the end of summer to save his Tottenham career. Let's see if he fucking steps up because we need him today. Despite all the shit I've said about this guy this season, we need him today. So he better not let us down.
We need him today. And to be fair to him, he did lock in for that Europa League run. He had that really good golden period towards the end of last season under Ange, where he was with Bentancur, an amazing pairing. They had some terrific midfield performances. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen under Thomas Frank, but we need somebody to step up, especially midfield now that people are injured and we only have so many players to pick from. I mean, as much as I didn't expect Bissouma to really play that many more games in his Spurs shirt, at the moment in time we need him, and if he can lock in for us, that'd be terrific. It would benefit both parties, that's for sure. So Adrian Chia, you're going to be our good luck charm, hopefully today, my man, with that Bissouma third kit. Really do appreciate your support as always.
Big up, Adrian.
We also have, making sure I'm not missing anybody, Joff Perth saying we buy either too young or for instant football or those who are almost retired. Yeah, I think he's talking about the Robertson deal. Dan Coys, he's saying need a good performance today compared to the games that followed our last two good performances in the Champions League. That gap between us and the relegation is getting smaller, slightly worrying. I mean, I guess we played West Ham prime Barcelona, West Ham, or something like that, because now they just look incredible after they beat us. I guess that's what they needed, was to win their cup, their typical, biggest game of the season. And now they look insane. Like, they had a terrific game against Sunderland. So it actually does worry me that they could be picking up some confidence while we're starting to lose some confidence in the minute. So we need to get another win here. Dan Coys. 100% agree. Kev Williams, really appreciate your support from earlier, Kev. It was very, very generous. Stephen J. Cam as well. Big up to you, Stephen J. Hopefully everything's all right with you. He says 3 points is non-negotiable. Completely agree. Tony Yolo, how we doing, Tony? He's saying if we lose today, no way Skinny Jeans survives. I haven't heard that nickname for him. He's hair comb is probably another one. I know Dave doesn't like his hair too much. I actually think he's got terrific hair, but difference of opinions when it comes to that. But yeah, he is a bit of a skinny jean manager. I used to say I love Slim Frank instead, Tony Yolo, compared to Big Ange. John, J Bear, really good to have you, John. Always very generous with us. Saying morning, lads, need a quick start with the aggression. Yeah, kind of reiterating that same point from Shemtan, which I failed to mention during the pre-match buildup, that the formation was spot on, the shape was spot on, but also just the way we came out the gate so quickly. I think it was a very good point actually made by Shemtan earlier, and I didn't really consider that, to be honest, that even though it can look to be a conservative, pragmatic shape with the back five, back three, it's not saying that you can't still come out and press teams. You can't still look to try to dominate the game. You might end up at times looking a bit more defensive because, you have more defenders, but it can be the case that you can still dominate teams. There are plenty of back three, back five teams that will look to try to come out the gates quickly and then might consolidate eventually, and hold on to a lead. But if we can pick up an early 1-goal, 2-goal lead like we did against Dortmund, you could see that plan working again.
100%. But with this back three, back five system, it really is actually all about intent.
Yeah.
Realistically, it becomes a back three if you're not afraid to instruct your wing backs to get nice and high in possession.
Yeah.
It becomes a back three if you're instructing your wing backs to go and press with the midfield and the forward line. Then all of a sudden it can be a very offensive formation. It really becomes about the intent behind it. And that's what I'm looking for today. Honestly, systems don't bother me anymore. So many managers, everyone's employing different systems now and everything. And it doesn't bother me. It's the intent behind behind the system.
I think often too, what you'll find is that back three, back fives, they usually eventually become a bit more defensive and a bit more negative. But I think the goal usually behind it is that if you do come out with real intensity, you can pick up like an early lead, get 1 goal, 2 goals. And then since you have the extra defenders and you have the wing backs, it's an easier formation at times to hold on to that lead for the majority of the game. That's why often, I mean, Dave knows this, I almost get a bit of a stiffy when you see an extra center back come on, in the last 5-10 minutes of the game. It's one of my favorite things.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, so you're already set up that way to get an early lead and then hold on to it, which I don't mind that.
That's chasing games when you're 2 down.
Exactly.
No, we're not going to score 2 goals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So you could see the logic, and that's what we did against Dortmund for the most part, John. We grabbed that early lead, and then we already were in the back three, back five, and it was kind of easy just to see the game out from there. It made it pretty simple. So it's great points from John, great points from Shemtan, and then Sugar Ray, very generous support. Sugar Ray, do appreciate you, man. Saying big up. No to Koppite has no to Kopp. Oh, Kopp. Jurgen Klopp, I think players has been. I think he's saying no to Kloppites.
To Robertson.
Yeah. So I think he's talking about Robertson, former Klopp have-beens or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, basically. I think, they call them Kloppites and stuff like that over there. But I understand the frustration behind it, Sugar Ray, but what I will say is I do think we need someone like, people look at Ben Davies, steady Eddie, good
Yeah.
around the place, good for youngsters and all, but I'd rather have a Robertson who has Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Club World Championship to his name, knows what it takes to get there, giving these guys advice, rather than a guy that the only advice he could give them is how to be a squad player at this sort of level.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's a good idea in terms of a doggy. He breaks down left, right, and centre. You got to have someone that you sort of believe in, that you can throw in there more than a Sousa. Sousa's unknown. So I think there are more positives to the signing than negatives, but like I do agree in terms of when Jack mentioned what we actually going to extract from him. Oh, 1 second, it's ball in behind. Good intention.
Spence!
Spence puts it back.
Oh, it's flashed across the box. How did no one see? Oh,
Unlucky.
Lord.
What I will say is where I am concerned is you look at every one of them Klopp players, even the goalkeeper since Klopp's gone, every single one of them have dropped off their levels. They're all sort of petering out, in terms of the levels they were at, and they're all regressing in their careers. And that's where I get a little bit concerned. We're not going to get the full-thrown, up and down sort of player we've seen at Liverpool. It is going to be a bit more tame version of that.
Yeah, Dave has been, I think, far more neutral and slightly positive about the signing than I've been. Sugar Ray, I think I'm kind of in your boat. It wasn't really a signing that I was in love with, but I do appreciate that Dave, I think, has seen more angles of it than maybe myself. Let's just say, I felt like we were taking the refuse. I feel like we're just taking, like, the has-beens, like he's put it there, Sugar Ray, and just kind of the refuse of Liverpool. It's like, why are we picking up their players that they're just looking to basically get rid of? It screamed to me as very opportunistic, to be honest, Ray. But of course we'll be talking about it more as that signing looks like it's going to be once it actually gets announced. So big up, Sugar Ray. Do appreciate you, man. Very generous support. But let's get this going. Everybody do sync up with us, of course. And Spurs already nearly created a goal. It's just unfortunate no one was there.
Play it. Good
Great
ball,
hold-up play.
Come on, Wilson. Get your head up. You got Jedi.
Oh, get your head up.
Good put inside. Leaves it back off to Xavi. No, Xavi. No. Wrong idea.
Good start from Spurs, but Xavi Simons.
Very controlled in possession. I absolutely love it. Jed Spence, we are sharp right now. Let's see if we can score a goal off the back of this. Porro with a ball in over the top for Solanke. Can he get there?
Get there, kid.
Go on, Dom.
Well done.
Well done. Good endeavour there from Solanke. Jeez, he's not a shred of fat on that guy right now. He's looking skinny today. Spence, black does wonders for people.
Skinny jean striker.
You know why I wear black now? Big fat guy like me. It makes me look skinnier.
That's so funny.
Good ball
out wide to Pedro Porro.
Porro on to Biss. Or Van de Ven.
Out wide to
Jedi. He's got Biss inside if he needs. Looks to cross it. Not a bad
ball.
Gallagher
just couldn't get it under control. Well done, Bissouma.
Well done, Bissouma.
Into Solanke.
Good hold up play. Spence. Spence goes for the shot. That ricocheted off the inside of the Burnley player's leg there. Nearly caught the goalkeeper out, and it gathered pace off the back of it as well, actually. This is a good start from Tottenham Hotspur. Good endeavour here. Early intent. This is exactly what we want to see. Come on, you Spurs.
Very good start from Spurs. It's just, there were two maybe better chances there that we should have been able to get a shot on goal from, if not scored.
Big Vic. We are very controlled playing out from the back so far. Hopefully it's not the commentator's curse. Good ball by Danzo into Solanke. Solanke unlucky to hold that up there.
He actually did the hard part there. He just needed to just lay it off.
Right, don't let them settle here. This is what West Ham done to find a foothold in the game. Ooh, the burnout pressing. Burnley knocking it around here. Jed Spence on the press. Burnley find a way out here.
Don't let him out. There you go.
Possession very well here right now at the minute.
Kyle Walker under pressure.
Pressure. Good pressure from Jed. He can win that battle today. Tottenham forced the ball all the way back to the Burnley goalkeeper. He punts it long. This is our ball now. Danzo.
Win this, Wilson.
Well
Come
done,
on.
Wilson.
Oh,
Gallagher,
my
what
Lord.
the
Conor
fuck?
Gallagher. Thomas
Holy
Frank isn't on your team,
Jesus
mate.
Christ. It's the hair in his eyes. He's got the similar haircut as the manager.
Get stuck in, though. But yeah, he thought Thomas Frank was on the pitch.
Danzo controlling it.
Hit into
Now, slowing
Bissouma.
it down.
Jeez, what was that from Conor Gallagher?
Oh, my Lord. I don't even know what he's seen there, Jack. Honestly, he must have had about 50 fucking gargles last night.
Romero.
Exactly what Tyler says. Take it down. You have time and space.
Out wide to Van de Ven, who's very far out wide. And he gives it
It's a
away,
poor
Van de
ball.
Ven.
It's a sloppy pass. Well done,
Bissouma,
Bissouma.
good
Well
recovery.
done.
Good
Ah!
turn.
Oh,
Good
Biss.
turn.
Go, Biss. Go, Jedi.
Oh, good weight
Blaze him in
ball as
behind.
well. And
Jedi gets a run here at the centre back. Cuts inside. Does he have the strength? The defender. Wow, brilliant from Solanke. You're off, Spence. No, he's not. Simmons.
Oh, looked like
Yeah, he's off. Fuck.
Looked like maybe the left back for them was holding them on.
If we can keep playing with this intensity, though, we'll do well here today. Thomas Frank's hair is in his eyes right now. Windswept effect we've got going on here today. Wind and rain. Or maybe he's just moosed it up before kickoff, you know, for the cameras. Who knows?
Yeah. Can't complain about the start.
No, not at all. Keep going with the same intensity. We'll eventually score. Well done,
What a header by Danzo.
Unbelievable. Oh, well done, Solanke.
Win this.
He's done very well.
Good strength.
Put pressure on them and forced them back there. Brilliant from Dom. Can't accuse Tottenham of not working hard out of possession. Oh, ref, that's soft. Referee's at it. He's already trying to help Burnley slow it down.
Oh, my God. It's this guy. He just needs to give up on the hairline.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think someone from Turkey needs to get in contact with him.
Well done, Connor.
Here we go. Hold that now.
Go to Bear.
Oh, it's a shit
too
ball.
short.
You just need
Come
to
on,
hold
man.
it for a minute. Give him time to get up, get on the.
Well
get
done,
ahead.
Pedro. Van de Ven. Get there, Jed. Oh, they break through the middle. Marcus Edwards, really well. Good job by Bissouma. Connor, why are you leaving that, man? Why are you leaving that, Connor? That was for you.
That's another sloppy pass from Mickey Van de Ven. That's two now. It's a ball in the box. Well done,
Pedro. Well done.
Xavi.
Odebear as well, sloppy.
Well done.
Wide
now
to
take your time,
Danzo.
Danzo. Let people get up. Someone
Danzo
make a
all
run
on his
over
own.
them. Someone make a run beyond them. Jesus Christ, they're jogging beside him. Where did he want him to pass it to? Get on the overlap. He's a fucking centre-back in possession, for God's sake.
They thought Kevin Danzo was capable of Van de Ven run.
Thought he was going to pull off a Wilson there, so they did. Honestly, it's infuriating at times. Like, Wilson Odebear is 10 times faster than Danzo. Get on the overlap. Burst forward.
Certain players have looked really sharp, whereas other ones have come out a bit rusty. You would say
Gallagher's
Conor
been a bit
Gallagher's looked a little rusty.
Van de Ven's look rusty.
Odebear. Van de Ven
Good
as
touch
well.
now from
But
Van
then
de Ven. Come
Bissouma
on.
and Solanke, I would say, have looked
Come on,
pretty
Mickey.
sharp.
He's marauding forward like the stallion he is. Plays
Little
in
heavy.
space on the overlap. A little heavy.
Yeah, Van de Ven's passing hasn't been great today.
Moves it back onto Romy. Romy onto Danzo. Get that one touch to Porro. Brilliant. Now, Porro, open up your body. You got two options, inside and outside. Wins a throw in.
Thomas Frank.
I'm so
Clapping.
nervous today. We desperately need this win. Porro gets it underway nice and quickly. Onto Danzo. Romulus. Mickey Van de Ven. Let's see if he can tighten up that pass, and that's a better ball into Spence. Spence tries to go around the corner first.
When this gets muscled out, Xavi.
Simmons is just too weak in the Premier League.
They
Burnley
break
behind.
through here.
Romy, you got to go and engage now.
Van de Ven, you got to close him down, lad.
Oh, that's shocking from Mickey. That's poor defending from
Clear.
Mickey
He's
Van de
off,
Ven.
he's off.
He's way off. That is Mickey Van de Ven. That's poor from him. He's had a poor 10 minutes.
Just that pass was so obvious, and then he just sort of sat off him as well, and he just allowed him to kind of do whatever he wanted. It's
People saying we so need this goal to come. You're absolutely spot on. J-Mac, if we bought back Walker back as the experienced winner feat leadership, that would be a good shout. To be fair, yeah.
2-for-1 deal on experienced players.
I think Walker kicked up a fuss to get out of Tottenham, though, didn't he? I'm not sure he's going to be too welcome back.
Scott Parker's had some restless nights. He's got a bit of a stubble going.
Yeah.
Normally, he's very clean shaven.
It's not a bad ball from Vic. Spence lets it run. Brilliant from Spence.
Keeps it in.
Brilliant. Play with...
ref.
No, Lino. You're blind, Lino. You're blind. That was unbelievable from Jed. Pretend to go for the header and let it run.
It looked like he kept it in.
It looked like to me he did.
Out wide. Burnley starting to get forward now.
Porro engaged. Don't drop. Porro, don't drop. Someone engage.
Danzo's keeping like a 5-yard distance. Oh my God,
my Lord,
Pedro.
Porro, that's pathetic.
Jesus.
That's absolutely pathetic.
Well
Well
done,
done there from Gallagher.
Get it. Not the best clearance.
Let that run.
Jeez, Pedro's playing on delay. Well done, Page.
Oh, it's a great ball to Solanke. Well done, Solanke. Well held. Oh, come on, dummy.
Showing the strength. Oh, damn it.
I was going to say, if he ends up keep going there, I was going to start calling him Domulus. Calculating moves here. Good pressure from Tottenham.
It looked like a great touch, and then he just...
Charleston would just never do something like that.
Maybe he doesn't have the pace because he's still coming back from injury, but it looked like a good touch.
He started bright today, though.
I would say him...
in front of goal, I think he'll score.
Him and Bissouma, I would say, have looked kind of the sharpest this game.
Burnley's starting to settle into it a little bit here, though.
Earlier, Burnley were really struggling. They were struggling earlier to complete really any sort of passing rhythms, but now they're starting to work it a bit more.
If Spencer's one was a throw-in, that is. Thank you. Right, let's now compose ourselves, Tottenham. We've been a little bit sloppy in possession, which has allowed Burnley to sort of get back into the game. Man City are 1-up against Wolves already, which is good.
I was debating whether to triple captain Erling Haaland.
I don't know if he's...
But Wolves have been actually getting some results recently, so I was nervous.
Someone help Wilson. Gallagher, well done. Danzo, back to Vic.
Get out wide to Mickey.
One touch, open your body. There we go. There we go. Simmons, you can't lose it there now, kid. Well done. Rummy. Back to Vic. Victorious. Moves it on to Danzo. Mr. Home Alone. On to Porro. Porro, let that go out for a goal kick. Oh, Danzo.
Well done, Kevin.
Well done. Come on, Pedro.
Good switch.
Right, let's go, Mickey. You got to use your pace now. Come on, bombard forward.
Jesus,
taking a bit more measured approach there, Mickey van der Ven. Simmons calling for it.
Good idea to Jet Spence, just under hit.
There we
Good
go.
recovery from Gallagher.
That's what we need. We need Simmons playing balls like that. Picks up a throw-in. Danzo. Where's Danzo?
Thomas
Straight into the box with this one.
Holland's been benched. Holy shit. Jeez, I'm going to have a bad week in fantasy then, Tyler.
Well, he's benching them for Champions League, isn't he? They have a big game coming up to make sure they secure top 8 now.
Well done, Jed.
Well done, Spence. Oh, Spence, that's filthy. Oh, good footwork. It's just sloppy pass.
Well, Solanke also seemed to let it go across him.
Well done,
I'm not
Wilson.
sure why.
Pressure.
Good head. Danzo, good clearance.
Get the head up. Oh, Solanke move.
Not really. It's too far ahead of him, though. I don't know who that was for. Be nice to get a replay.
Sloppiness is just starting. If we could just tighten up a little bit. That's brilliant from Kevin Danzo.
Yeah, who's that? Who's that too?
Yeah. I think Solanke's saying, find me, and Porro's saying, move for me. It's just one of you do something. Just get on the same page.
If only Solanke had transportation or teleportation technology, he would have been able to teleport towards them. I'm not even sure who that was too. It's a bit of a Gallagher moment from Pedro.
Big up, NM. Good to see you, sir. Same as Joff. Scoot Reacts. Great to see you, buddy. Jordini O'Toole in the house. Danzo. onto Bissouma. Porro refuses to give it to Wilson. Back to Romy. We need one of our midfielders to try and get free. Burnley are employing a press here now.
Good ball by Pedro Porro. Can
Flanky
Flanky get there? Ooh, risky
pressure
from
on him.
Dubravka.
Pressure on him. Well done.
Good recovery from Romero. Good ball. Oh, jeez, Vic. Jeez, Vic.
Good Lord. Oh, no.
Pedro,
oh,
man.
No, Pedro. Fuck off. Romy, oh, no.
Offside.
I wonder if VAR are going to look at this challenge on Edwards here, though.
Is he given offside or is he given...
They're going to look at this challenge on Edwards from Romero. It is shocking from Porro. I mean, what the fuck is that? It just puts everyone under pressure. Oh, he's offside anyway, so it won't count, yeah. That challenge there won't matter because the initial touch is offside before that, thank God. Unless VAR's come up with some new rule that we just don't know about. They're the one that they're going to pluck up now, you know. Rule 905 from 1401. He was offside, but in the build-up play, so that challenge on Edwards shouldn't matter. What are they even looking at here?
They're probably just confirming whether it was offside. It was. Vicario, though, that all started with Vicario, and then it started with Pedro Porro as well.
Yeah. Oh, VAR getting involved here.
What? It's an offside.
I don't believe it.
It's an offside. Yeah, there we are.
Okay.
Jeez. What's so funny is, it's if that were us, if it were the other way around, you know, they would have just blown it straight away. No VAR check, no replay or anything like that. They would have been like, move on. With Burnley, like they're trying their very hardest to find any reason to sort of give it.
But again, that's a warning sign. You know, Vicario, Porro, you can't be that sloppy there. You know, because you will end up making a stupid mistake that'll cost you.
Mickey Van de Ven as well has been sloppy.
Simmons.
Good job by
Well done, Bissouma. Well done, Van de Ven. Good pass.
Romero looking for passes.
Vic switched this first time.
Well done, Vic. I don't trust Vic to switch it.
No.
Good ball by Romero. Conor Gallagher, time and space.
There's a lovely disguise pass there from Romero as well. Udebur, feed it forward. Good ball into Gallagher. Oh, shocking from Gallagher. It's fucking shocking.
Gallagher, too, earlier, he didn't need to switch it out wide to Porro. He just actually need to carry it forward through the middle. He just didn't want to. He loves just passing it sideways. Romero into Gallagher here.
Good run, good movement into Porro. Right, Wilson.
Time and space for Porro. Just can't get it around.
Oh,
good
my
pass there from Gallagher, though, into Bissouma.
Come on,
Bissouma. Go,
Bissouma. Marauding forward. Get the ball out to Wilson. Wilson crosses it.
Oh, good
lucky.
cross from Odebear.
Centre back just takes off Solanke's feet. Mickey Van de Ven picks it up. Gives it into Jedi. You've got time. Into Bissouma, back to Jed.
He's got Bissouma or Jed Spence there have to go forward in that area. Yeah. No reason we should be going backwards here.
No. Vicario. Oh,
Jesus, Vicario, man.
Christ. Someone give him a rattle and wake him up, please. Oh, no,
my
Porro,
Lord.
not again.
It all starts again from Vicario. Well done by Gallagher, by the way. Really good interception. Vicario is making me nervous.
Good ball. Simmons, come on, we need you now, kid. Let's get into the game.
Vicario and Porro have made me nervous.
It just looks like they replicated it 2 minutes ago. It just looks like that's the only avenue Burnley have into the game. And it's so annoying that we keep giving it to them.
Yeah.
Right, time, Porro. Pick a pass now. Find your bearings. Oh, my God. It doesn't matter how much time he has right now. Fuck, Porro. Come on, man. Logan, I get so nervous that when Vicario touches the ball, you never know what he's going to do. Absolutely spot on. C4, the ref is the most arrogant one of them all from memory. Tony Oli, please sell Vic to Inter. I can't with him anymore.
Yeah, Vicario's making me nervous, man.
There's definitely a question around number one beyond the summer for sure. He's going to have a sensational second half of the season. He
Sean
reminds me
Hurl.
of Lloris when he used to be pressed.
Sean Hurl saying we don't seem to be doing a back three very well. We did it well against Dortmund, and for the most part, it looks like we're capable of it. It's just Pedro Porro, Vicario, Van de Ven. Some people have just been very sloppy in possession, whereas others have been sharp, I would say.
We're like against Dortmund, we were good in possession. We didn't give them the ball back easy. Here, we're giving it straight back to Burnley without, too easy right now.
Clear this. Well done, Bissouma. Come on,
Simmons.
Xavi.
Go on, Simmons.
Come on, Walker. Give us a good slip. Good pressure, though. Get out there, Xavi. Good job, Spence.
Right, let's push up on it now. Van de Ven, you got to be alert to that. You got to be quick.
There's only one man, too, that he's got to track.
Yeah, you're just allowing that ball out. It's so annoying. Undoes all the Spence's effort and all to get forward on the press.
Well done, Romero. Well done, Romero. Find Xavi.
Good ball.
Got time here. Got time. Terrible cross.
I could see what he was trying to do. Just poor execution. Well
Romero,
done, Rami.
Good recovery again.
Bissouma. Can we get it out
good job
there?
by
Brilliant.
Bissouma.
Onto Xavi. Good ball into Spence. Good ball back.
Take him on, Xavi. Well done.
Well done, Xavi.
Sir!
Ref. Come on now. Let's get Porro on this. It's a good goal-scoring opportunity here, either from a cross or a shot. Well done, Xavi Simmons. Gets him the ball, takes him on, forces him to take him out before he gets in the box here. It's brilliant. Well done. Shocking challenge. Let's see what Tottenham can do here now. So right on the edge of the box. If we can just make sweet connection with this and get it on target, it's a good goal-scoring opportunity, this.
I would let Pedro take it as much as he's been frustrated. I think he's probably the best player from these sort of angles.
Yeah.
Xavi Simmons would probably hit it out the stadium.
Some of the shots against Dortmund.
Yeah, Xavi Simmons, how many shots has he had on target all season? Probably less than 10.
We should have seen it coming in his first game against Brighton, where he had some good opportunities and pulled them.
Wouldn't mind, though. Like, you could also probably pull a decoy here and just lay it off to Xavi Simmons and have him giving him a lot of space.
I think Porro fancies this. Just get it on target.
I don't mind it.
Chance. It's a good angle.
Good angle!
Oh, side netting.
Good effort.
Hits it well. It was at a good angle. That wall was weirdly set up as well.
It was the right height, too, and he caught the goalkeeper off guard.
Ah, unlucky.
Yeah, that was close. That was close. Just slightly. If he just gets that on the inside of the post, I think the keeper's beaten. Because he hit it with a good pace as well.
There's another two or 3 yards to the left. Come on, Solanke. Good hold-up play. His hold-up play has been good today.
Yeah, I'd say him and Bissouma are the only ones that are not guilty of giving the ball away today. Unnecessarily.
Right, Wilson, go at your man now. Be inspired by Xavi.
It's all right.
Danzo.
Back to Gallagher. Into Pedro. Get it to Romero Dance. Back to Vicario, making me nervous. Vicario just pumps it long to literally no one, man. I'm done with Vic. I don't know what it is, but that might have been my final straw with Vic. He is useless in possession, absolutely useless. He makes Lloris look good in possession.
You're just giving the ball straight back.
He makes Lloris look good. That's why I'm done. Lloris made me pull my hair out.
It's not even an intense press, though, Jacko. That's the thing. It's not even an intense press by them. Well done, Romero. Well done, Bissouma. Simmons back to him. Spence all the way back to Van de Ven. Open up your body. Give it back down there. There's two of them. Romero onto Danzo. Danzo, good ball into Udebert. Well done, Wilson. Back to Danzo. Go on, Danzo, carry. Someone get beyond them now. Well done, Kevin. Come on, Kevin. Moves it on to Spence. Hold it now. Let Xavi get on the overlap. Feed him. It's a shit ball. It's a shit ball. It's a shit ball. Oh my God. It's not a difficult one to play either. It really isn't. Come on, Spence. You're better than that, man.
Oh, it looked like a
2-on-1. It's a 2-on-1. It's just, it's such a ball.
Come on, Jed. Oh, terrible ball from Jed.
Come on, Spurs. Oh, my God. We were good for the first 6 minutes. Since then,
Yeah, someone mentioned that. It's been pretty even now. Last 10 minutes has been pretty even. First 5 to 10, we look good.
Starting to become a bit of a stressful watch, this.
Yeah, it feels nervy because it feels like both teams are actually going for it. Come on, dance. There you go, Pedro.
Right,
Find Odegaard. They seem to know that Pedro is going to go down the outside almost every time. It's almost why maybe a lot of his passes have been getting blocked. Bissouma.
Come on, we got to be moving the ball quicker than this if we want to score goals.
We need to get out wide to Pedro. That's, oh my God.
Xavi. Come on, man. Come on, kid.
We need to get out wide to Pedro, though. He was the one with
well
space.
Done,
well done, Xavi.
Right, someone get on the overlap. Someone make a movement.
Oh, pass,
free.
Man.
That's
Play
a free. That's a free.
Okay. But there's the wrong pass. Play slanky through the channel there.
It's another good opportunity here if we can get this. It's a good distance out to get this on target. It's got to be a yellow. You're spot on, Tyler. Has to be. Florentino, is that Pogba's brother?
No, I don't think Pogba. I think he is. Florentino now. I mean, he played for Monaco for a long time, and then he was at Benfica for a while. I think he's Brazilian. Or no, he's Portuguese.
Right, come on, Porro. This is a good distance out. I can see this one getting rattling in top left corner here. Come on, Pedro. Come on, Pedrito. Hit the target. It's half the battle. Just don't balloon it. Hit the target. He does.
Good effort. Good effort. Probably a little too far out.
Just not enough power on it to ever really beat the goalkeeper, but he forced a save. Right, Vic, you've got 10 options. Thank you. Bissouma. Just no need to let Danzo touch that there. Just go forward with it.
Gallagher
taking it off, trying to progress it here onto Jed Spence. Jed Spence into Simmons, back to Spence. Recycling it back across the back line. Mickey van der Ven. You try and play forward here. Well done, Danzo. That's a free ref. Ref? Oh, Danzo does brilliant well. He doesn't need the referee.
Yeah, he gives a handball.
Oh,
it all started from Jed Spence, though. Jed Spence just overhit that pass to Van de Ven, and then Van de Ven put Danzo under pressure.
But Mickey van der Ven, he had an option there in front of him. He had to play that pass. As soon as you play it to Danzo, he's in trouble. It's just a bad option from Mickey van der Ven. He's taking the safe route.
Well done, Jed. Good pressure, man.
Time Salanks.
Oh, my God. Heavy touches. He looks so clumsy there. The one time we needed him, have good hold-up play. Bissouma tried to lunge in there. Out wide to Anthony. Kyle Walker whips it in. Dangerous ball. Pedro clears.
Doesn't really dangerous. Convincingly from Pedro Porro, but we got away with it.
Yeah, that was dangerous. was towards the back post.
Honestly, some of these moves Burnley are putting together look better fucking coach going forward than we do at times. Well done.
Well done by Gallagher. Good pass forwards there.
Done.
Let's get into Odebear, man.
Romero, open your foot now. Let's move it. Come on, Mickey. Let's go. Let's travel. Right, time spent. What are we going to do, Jed? Are we going at him?
Well done, Jed. Good pace.
He fancies the battle.
Oh,
unlucky.
Heavy touch there.
I don't mind that, though. I want to see my winger start doing this rather than pass it backwards. At least he had a go. He's got the pace on Walker anyway, that's for sure. Just maybe it's that physical edge that Walker maybe has over him.
It's got to be off, surely.
Well done, Rami. Well mopped up. Oh, now the lineup puts up his flag. Vicario. On to Danzo. Just play on. Ignore him. Twat. Vic.
That's fine.
Oh.
Can you get it close to someone, though,
There's
Vic?
3 Spurs players in a triangle.
Can you get it
beyond them? He's still
and it has like no... He doesn't hit it with any backspin either. You know, it doesn't have any...
No. There's no control in what he's doing. He's just putting his foot through it. There's no control in it. I mean, there's 3 players in a triangle, and he goes, do you know what? Rather than put it in the middle of the triangle, I'll put it over it. Well done, Solanke. Good pressing.
Good job, Solanke. Bissouma.
One touch, Danzo. Brilliant. Right, Porro. We need you now. Wake up. On to Odebear.
Take him on, Odebear. Well done, kid.
Wilson. And again, keep going, Wilson. Good ball.
Work.
Get it in, Gallagher.
Shocker.
Solanke.
Solanke's got to try to head that a back cross, not go towards goal there.
Yeah, it's just a shocking cross.
Gotten Jet Spence's way.
It's just a shocking cross. I mean,
it's not a great cross.
20 yards to get up on the end of that there. I mean, look, like, what's that? I mean, fuck me. What we doing? Dropping balls out of hot air balloons here? Like, Jesus, come on.
Well done, Mickey.
Well done, Mickey. Now we're opening up. Let's go, Spence. Simmons. Biss. Back to Simmons. Back to Biss. Good ball.
Get out wide to Pedro.
Wilson going
well done, Wilson. Oh,
Porro just didn't even look for it.
It was a good decoy run by Wilson Odebear to pretend to come short for it, and then he tried to run him behind. Good ball into Simmons. Better. Time and space now, Rom. See if you can switch it.
Very static. There's not a lot of movement in behind to pull players.
It's true.
Need to see a bit more here. It's all in front of them. He'd start switching up. Rami. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be him. Come on, Rami. Play one in behind. Simmons, good movement. Drops in to get it. Gets turned. Onto Mickey. Rotated back inside to Romero. It's going to be a patient day today, isn't it? Oh, it's a sloppy pass from Romero. Well done, Kevin. Oh, go on, Solanke, on your bike, kid. Go on, Spence. Experience there from Walker. Throw in deep in their corner, though, if we can put pressure on them and not let them out here. Scrap that. Well done, Mickey.
Pressure, Page.
Don't let him out here. Come on, Gallagher.
Win this, Bissouma. Well done, Bissouma. Gallagher, time.
Time, Gallagher. Time. No, you've... Simmons.
He's killed the move there, Gallagher.
Gallagher killed it. He's killed it. He's just got to keep going with that way and play Simmons the first time.
Danzo, good job, man. Get into Bissouma. Good turn by Bissouma.
Good feet. Well done. That's the free ref. Danzo.
Ref.
Shoot, Danzo. Porro, shoot. Porro, shoot, man. Odebear crosses it.
Cross.
Mickey Van Solanke.
Gotta be ready for it. Simmons. Gotta be ready for it, man.
Yeah. Porro.
Oh. It missed like 3 players. It missed.
It's just bounced off Solanke.
None of them could hit it, though. Like, Van de Ven didn't hit it. I think there was someone else in the box that could have hit it. And then Solanke, yeah, it goes past Danzo and Mickey. One of Mickey Van de Ven or Danzo need to make contact with it there. But then Solanke also has to be ready for it.
Your whole job as a striker is to anticipate people missing the ball. you know?
Yeah.
Especially when they're coming in the box like that. Your whole job is to be ready for that.
Completely agree.
But
It's
it doesn't
also
excuse
it's
Mickey
also
Van
is
de Ven.
amazing that Danzo and Van de Ven somehow didn't make any contact with it.
Yeah,
Somehow
it
they
is. But
just
how many times have we
no
seen
one
that?
made contact with it. That was a great cross from Odebear.
Oh, that's
Good
advantage.
job by Odebear here.
Right, please, you got Spence. Spence, some intensity. No, it's shit. Mickey Van de Ven. No, Spence,
Oh
no.
my lord, Spence.
We are making all the wrong decisions going forward.
Everyone's so sloppy.
It's like people are incapable of holding on to the ball for a minute and allowing the player to get up ahead of steam and then slide them in. It's not difficult. We play it to them sideways instead of in front of them in them situations. It's so infuriating. It's not difficult. Take 10 seconds. I do this in pro clubs every day. 10 seconds. Let the player get on the outside and feed them. It's not difficult. Oh, come on.
Odebear, though, has had some good crosses recently in the last few minutes. And he was struggling to get into the game, but it feels like he is now. Good pressure, Solanke.
Can't help but
Good
feel
pressure, Solanke. Good job, Odebear.
Come on, Wilson.
Come on, lads.
Solanke, get on the overlap.
Drive forward here.
Oh! Simmons got very lazy there, by the way. He stopped his run. He's got to keep going and pull bodies backwards. By stopping, he allows them then to fucking... They don't have to then drop back. That's very, very annoying from Simmons there on that. But a decent effort from Wilson Odebear. Watch here.
Left-footed as well. Curler
Good
with
effort
the left
from
foot.
Wilson. Does well with the left foot.
Headed in.
Around.
It's a really good hit. Really good save, actually.
Right. Come on, Spurs. This is our bread and butter. Set piece FC. Let's go. Romy Danzo and Mickey Van de Ven. We got to get someone on the end of this. We just need a good delivery here.
Yeah, get it into the big Kev.
I feel like Danzo's going to score today, you know. He's been building up to a goal. Just good delivery, Porro. Give them a chance. It's shocking. It's straight into the keeper's hands. Oh!
Wilson!
Yes! Oh!
Oh my
How's
God,
that not gone in?
on crack. Wilson
How's that
Odebear
not
with
gone
another
in? What's
clean
that? A double
strike.
save, one from Wilson and one from Gallagher there? That's an unbelievable save from Wilson Odebear, by the way. Keeper comes out, punches it out. I mean, he's connected with that. It's just unbelievable save. And he saves Gallagher's follow-up as well. Oh,
Gallagher maybe has to do a little bit better with his.
a lot better there. He's just got
hits
to
it
lift
right at him.
The goalkeeper's on the ground. He's just got to lift it.
Yeah, he kind of just hits the goalkeeper. It's not like the goalkeeper really makes an incredible save. That Wilson Odebear, he made a good save on Wilson Odebear's there.
Got to keep pushing. Oh, we've gone short this time. We're mixing up with delivery. It's not a bad ball, that. Oh, it's just taken off Danzo's head. Well done,
Romero.
Ronnie. Keeps it alive. And hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
It's what it
Come
is,
on.
Dave. It's the center backs. There's the ones who can finish. It's all the center backs.
Nah,
Come on,
nah. Mickey Van de Ven. Mickey Van de Ven. Nah.
Get it into the mixer. Get it into the mixer. The Mickey
Inject
Van
it
de
into my
Venster.
veins. I love this winning feeling. It's a great finish from Mickey Van de Ven. It's unbelievable. It's a good short corner. Whoever crossed that ball, that was a brilliant cross, caused chaos. Romero was unbelievable to keep it alive. And Mickey Van de Ven.
Oh, what a
How much
finish.
credit does Romero deserve here for keeping this alive, by the way?
Yeah.
It's brilliant from Romero. Mickey Van de Ven on the half volley into the bottom corner. Save that one, Dubravka, you knob. Come on. Let's go, Jack.
Yeah, pick that one out, Dubravka. How about you save that one?
Yeah, save that one.
Prick. Denied Wilson Odebear one of the goals of the season.
Mickey Van de Ven. Mickey Van de Ven.
Pick that one out, Dubravka.
He was starting to piss me off, Jack. He was saving everything.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on here? Saved by a defender again. Yeah, I know, Steven. I mean, they're the only ones who could score, our defenders. We should put them up top.
I'll take anything we've got right now. If you actually go and look at the club's top scorers, it's embarrassing. You've got Mickey Van de Ven, you've got Romero, João Paulini. It's all your defensive-minded players. It's insane. And then Richarlison sitting up top, who everyone wants to sell. It's crazy. I stayed up too late last night watching that new Zoo for Boxing. There was an Irish guy headlining it last night. I'm tired today. He made it worth it, though. He did win. Well on Gallagher. Back
Get it to Romero. Vicario, please.
Good ball, Romy. Simmons, good positioning.
Really good positioning.
Plenty of time. There we go. Here we go. Move that outright, Connor. Oh, my Lord. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with him? He's got his boots on the wrong feet. He needs to change them at half time. Bissouma. It was a good move. Looked promising. And then Gallagher just fucks it. Well on, Simmons.
Done. Bissouma.
Get your head
up.
Get
into Solanke. Why are we going backwards there? He had so many runs. He had so many runs to play.
Good ball onto Danzo. Now into Connor. Get turned, Connor. Be brave, Connor. Be brave, Connor. Oh, my Lord. Paying a midfielder to pass back to the goalkeeper now. Toniolo. Golden boot from Mickey Van Den Mickey Dino.
Yeah.
Mickey Flash Van Den Dino is what I used to call him. He's like sitting
back. Chavi! And Oda Bear!
Yeah! Oh, how's he saved it? Right at him. Oh, my God.
Oda Bear, that was your best chance.
Oh, Wilson either side, and it's in, kid. Learn from Mickey Van de Ven.
Especially because all the other strikes he had were amazing. How does he fluff this one?
Xavi Simmons, by the way. That pass back inside. It's so sexy.
From 6 yards out, Oda Bear misses, but from 20 yards out, he hit it brilliantly with his left foot. Like, how does that make sense?
Sums up our forward players. Great challenge from Romero. Leaves him like a bag of shit on the ground.
I'm glad that the referee didn't give anything there, too.
The game might be coming back today, Jacko.
Oh, seriously. Referee.
Now that's a red.
Yeah, look naughty.
That's a red. He got frustrated there, went out and lashed out. Surely VAR's going to look at this.
Look naughty.
It's all right, Gallagher. If we're 2 up on 89 minutes, I'll allow you to draw the elbow for that and get a red. Vicario pumps it long to absolutely nobody. Jed Spence picks it up.
Well done, Jed.
Good ball out
to Wilson. Jed. Good ball.
Great ball out to Wilson.
Come on, Wilson.
Take him on the outside.
Chavi Simmons. It's too soft. Does well, though. He always gets stuck in, Chavi. Mark Nunes asking for a card there. Seriously, it looked like.
Yeah. He got up and lashed out, sure.
Bissouma shows well for it there, though.
Well done. Good ball into Simmons. Simmons just moving on. Oh, that's poor from Bissouma. He left Gallagher. Jesus Christ, he left him short there.
Take a yellow at some point, ref.
We'll also get a VAR check here now on Broya as well here, please.
Be nice to get a yellow card, ref, in case you didn't forget him at home.
I want to replay that Broya one. I mean, he got ticked because Romero left him like a bag of shit on the ground, and then he got up and lashed out on Mickey Van de Ven.
That was a yellow. That's a yellow card.
It's got to be a yellow, that one. That's shocking.
He's definitely forgot his cards at home. No yellow. I don't. What is a yellow card then at this stage? Like, what's it going to take to get a yellow? Going to have to eat someone to get a yellow.
Do a Suarez. You have to bite their ear.
Yeah, you're going to have to bite someone in order to get a yellow, it looks like. Pressure, Wilson. Get there. Oh, nearly.
Oh, like he's going to fuck up. Well done. Danzo, so composed. He's been immense again today defensively. He's such a tiger back there. Raw. Come on.
Pedro. Playing, man. Solanke made a run.
Good ball into Willie. Back to Udeber. Back to Porro. Back to Gallagher. Just ships it on to Danzo. Danzo, please get this along the ground. Thank you. Because Vicario would have sponged that one.
Jeez.
Oh, Lord. He fires at Romero. What is wrong with this guy? He's 5 yards away, and you ballooned it at him like you're fucking trying to hit the motorway, you gobshite. Holy shit.
He's so shit on the ball. That's what it's actually amazing that at one point I thought he was leaps and bounds better than Lloris. I'm questioning if he was even better than Lloris on the ball.
It's like me
Vicario.
asking you, do you want to go for a friendly game of swing ball, and you fucking start playing fucking, Roger
Come
Federer
on, close
serves
this
at me, and I'm
down.
2 yards away.
Close this down.
Well
Good
done.
block, Bissouma.
Oh, well done,
All right.
Mickey. Good defending. Big up, Daniel Larson. Good to see you. We'll get to that in just a moment.
He's sending out his love letter to Van Ven. Please clear!
No, Jesus Christ.
Is he not offside?
Talk about switching off. Holy shit.
How is he that open?
How's it even gone that far? How's it even been allowed to travel
How is he
across
that
that
open
much?
in the box? Holy shit. There's no one. We have 3 center backs, and none of them could track that run. Have to ask questions of Danzo or Romero here, because seriously, how is he that free?
Who does he run off here? Romero's
Romero.
keeping them all on side. He's dropped too deep. He's just
Got
dropped
Romero
too deep.
there. Looked like he could clear it too, unless it was too high.
These are the little lapses of concentrations we keep talking about, though. It's just hold your line there. You don't need to drop that deep.
Oh my god.
Hold your line and they're all offside.
Out of nothing, too. We actually, if anything, had the momentum.
Right before halftime, games before halftime change.
Oh my
games.
god, Pedro. Seriously, Pedro. Seriously, Pedro. Again, what was that? Just when we had all the momentum, too.
Kyle Walker with the cross as well. You couldn't write it. Well on Danzo. No one there to pick it up.
That's what's really frustrating, though, is that we were getting a lot of shots on goal in the last 10 minutes, and then that's like their only effort. Burnley.
So infuriating, Jack.
Oh my god, Vicario can't even clear
You
it.
just got to stop going
yards.
back to him. At what point does Frank just say scream? Stop passing it back.
Just
to the
clear it
idiot.
yourselves.
Yeah,
If it,
stop
just,
passing it back to him. Because all he's doing every time I think it's only once he hasn't given away possession. You know what I mean? It's just stop giving it back to him. He's your goalkeeper. He's not supposed to have the ball at his feet sometimes, especially when he's that poor. Good ball there by Bissouma. Well on Spence. Well done. Bish Simmons. 2 times there.
I would consider Matisse Towel on for Spence. I just feel like Spence hasn't really done very much.
Yeah. Like, he's worked hard. Don't get me wrong. He's worked hard. He's done his best to try and get on some of Vicario's poor kicks and make something out of it. It's just that final. It's that
Been a
final
little bit sloppy.
where it's letting us down. Yeah.
Halftime. That's a kick in the nuts.
Oh.
Just didn't need to happen, really. I mean, like I said, Odebear, right? How many shots on goal did Odebear have in that last 10 minutes? He probably should have scored that one that fell to him in the 6-yard box as well. It's frustrating that. Because if anything, I think Burnley had maybe like it's like around the 15th minute mark, maybe to the 25th minute. Burnley actually started to get back into the game, but in the last 10 minutes, like it was really all Spurs. Spurs started to create a fair amount of chances, and Odebear was making some really good strikes on goal. Dubravka made some incredible saves. And then with us being on top, you just kind of felt like, you know what, decent enough half. You know, we go into halftime 1-0 up. To give up a goal like that pretty much just came against the run of play. Really, really frustrating. And I'm disappointed in Romero too, because, you know, during his time with Ange, she was pretty good at holding the high line and holding a line with his players. And Romero, for whatever reason, decides to cheat, drop back, and keeps him onside there. So that was the reason he was so clean through.
What was infuriating about that goal, though, Jack, is that player struggling to get back onside. by Romero dropping him,
He would have been yards off.
one side. He would have been yards off. It's just these are the things in these games. Like the Premier League is no longer where especially for Tottenham Hotspur, where we can go out and slap teams 3-4-0. We don't have that capability. That's why we've got to be switched on defensively. We spoke about it and highlighted it in the pre-match build-up. No lapses in concentration. Defenders have got to stay sharp because for large periods of that half, they weren't really asked to do much defensively. But the minute they were, they switched off. A mistake happened. And all of a sudden, Burnley are back in the game. And this is the exact thing we spoke about in the pre-match build-up. And that's what infuriates me. And to be honest with you can't even blame Thomas Frank for that. Romero's a World Cup winner. He's an experienced player. He should know not to drop there. He's the one that caused the line in the first place. It's just brain dead defending from him, switching off, and he's cost us. He owes us a massive second half, and he better do all he can to go up and try and rectify that up the other end, because we need our centre-backs to go and score up the other end, because our forward players are fucking atrocious right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually infuriating with them, because we get into promising good positions with some lovely moves, and all of a sudden, how many times has Xavi Simons underhit a pass? How many times has Jed Spence not been able to deliver that final ball? Wilson Odegaard near the end of the half for a good 5-10 minute spell, got onto stuff, but for large parts, anonymous, struggling. Pedro Porro making some wrong decisions. Solanke, I feel sorry for him. He's generally.
I think him and Bissouma have been all right today.
He's trying. But what can you expect the guy to do if we can't get a decent ball or find that final bit of end product? It's infuriating. And Conor Gallagher has been like a sack of shit out there today as well. He's been absolutely atrocious. How many times has the guy given away the ball?
Yeah,
and he's too weak as well. Every time he gets the ball, it's just backwards. You're a fucking midfielder. You get paid to be on the half term when you receive that ball and get turned and try and play forward. With Burnley sitting every man behind the ball, when we're in possession, that's where you have to get into them half spaces. That's where you do have to get turned, because you're taking players out of the game by doing that. And it's just infuriating. We are the architects of our own downfall here. And you can't even blame Thomas Frank, because he set up the exact same way he did against Dortmund. We went after them the exact same way we have tried to do against Dortmund.
Yeah.
The big difference is we're just not executing in the final third, and we're creating fuck all off the back of a lot of decent build-up play, recycled possession and stuff like that. And for the love of Christ, stop passing the ball back to fucking Vicario. I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm fed up with it. Goalkeepers are your least technical players in the team. Despite even in modern day football, they need to be able to be competent in possession. They're still your most least technical player in the team. Stop passing it back to him. The centre-backs, for the love of God, just start taking responsibility. There's 3 years there. They're not putting major pressure on you. Surely between the 3 years, you can work out between, and one of the midfielders dropping in, you can work out to be able to play out rather than giving it back to him. Because when you give it back to him, they are half-heartedly pressing us. He is ballooning it long, and not one of them have gone anywhere near Dominic Solanke, Jedi Spence to be able to try and even get
Can't even get it close.
So for the love of God, all he's doing is just giving them back possession for needlessly. Stop being, to the defenders, to the midfielders, stop being braver, look to get turned, and start playing forward. If I see Conor Gallagher making one more pass back to the goalkeeper, I'm shaving his head just like I'm Thomas Frank. I'm fed up with it. The hair is in his eyes. Stop being weak, get turned, and start playing forward. If you want to make the England World Cup squad, Thomas Tuchel isn't going to pick you by just being able to get on the ball and pass it 5 yards and move away. That's something that Harry Winks used to do. It's something he used to cane him for. Conor Gallagher needs to start being braver. Rediscover that form at Chelsea, at Crystal Palace. Start rediscovering that. We need it in this game more than ever before. We are 7 points above relegation zone. 8 now. But we need the extra 2 points with the fixtures we've got coming up in February. So we need a massive half now. These players need to pull their finger out the hole and actually thrive on this pressure and not buckle.
I think some players have been all right this game, and then there have been some others that have been really sloppy and frustrating. Like, I think Jed Spence, like you said, he's tried, but I think he's been frustrating. I think Solanke's actually been pretty good hold-up play-wise. Work rate has been fine. You would still question sometimes a bit of the movement in the box and the anticipation like we brought up earlier and have done with him, and that it's almost once he gets to the penalty area, he can be a little bit frustrating, but I wouldn't say he's been the problem this game. Odegaard, I think, has had a solid half. It's just that the easiest of his chances, he then hits straight into the goalkeeper, where all the other strikes that he had were actually amazing strikes that pulled out some decent saves from Dubravka. It's just the one that does fall his way right in the 6-yard box or right basically at the penalty marker. he just hits straight at Dubravka. That should have gone in the back of the net. So I think Odegaard's actually kind of grew into the game in the last 10 minutes. I just wish that he took that chance because we could have easily then been 2-0 up. Bissouma's had a really solid half. I think he's done pretty much nothing wrong this game. Like you said, Conor Gallagher in comparison, though, has just been very, very negative and frustrating to watch in possession. And then Pedro Porro has had a very mixed bag, I would say, of a game. Romero, really disappointed in him for keeping that player on. It should be 1-0 up. We should have gone into that half 1-0 up. Burnley weren't really doing much of anything in the last 10 minutes, and we find ourselves with a 1-goal lead. Potentially should have had maybe 2 goals. I think we've had 10 shots, so we should have definitely had maybe more than just the 1 goal, to be perfectly honest. We had some opportunities towards the end of the end of the first half there, so disappointed really in Romero for just not holding on to the line there.
Like this is why we're not picking up results against these teams. This is why the Doctor and Tottenham narrative, persists around Tottenham when these teams come. West Ham, 11 games without or 10 games without a win. There you are. We gifted them a win. They go and win today, and now all of a sudden they're trying their best to drag us into the relegation battle. It was Bournemouth the week before that. 11 games without a win. All of a sudden, we give them something to crow about. We better not do the same at Burnley. They haven't won in 13 games. They haven't won a game since like mid-October or something like that. We can't afford to be Dr. Tottenham today. But the reason why that exists is because even when these teams aren't creating a lot of chances against us, we will switch off and make a mistake, and we will gift it to them, like we done to West Ham right at the end of the game. Right, we should have beaten them. You find yourselves 1-1, just see it out and take the point. What do? Switch off. It can't keep happening. It cannot keep happening against these teams. We don't have the ability to go and score 2, 3, 4 goals. We don't have Kane and Son in this team anymore. We don't have them players. So there needs to be more of a reliance on their backline not to keep making, and not even the backline, Romero, to stop making that silly fucking mistake. It's killing us.
No. Going to take some of these. Daniel Larson from earlier, he was giving his love letter to Mickey Van de Ven before we ended up conceding. Member for 45 months. Daniel, been with us for a very long time. Very generous support. Saying, I love you, Van de Ven. Please don't leave us. Big up, guys, as well. 45 months as a member on this wonderful channel. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. That's very nice. And in case anyone is considering becoming a member, just look at how long Daniel's been with us. He's been very generous towards us. And good to have you, Daniel. I'm sorry that we took this so late. It was just a nervy last 10 minutes there. Really appreciate you, man. Been with us for a good amount of time. Tony saying it's the same story, different game, becoming tired of it. Just sometimes just sloppiness, whether it's just decision making in the final third, not taking chances. The forwards are just so wasteful at times. This would be a good case of it in Odegaard. He had 2 amazing strikes, and then that one is the easiest of the chances that he had, and somehow he just hits it straight into the goalkeeper. It's just so frustrating, Tony. But then, Romero, he's got to be able to do better there. He just can't be keeping that guy on side. He would have been 5-6 yards off sides, really, if he didn't drop and try to cheat there. Jorginho Toon saying, Miss Dubs controversial, but I preferred him over Pope. Not sure.
He's on about
or Dubravka. Yeah, Dubravka. Made some good saves, to be fair to him. Jorginho Toon. Interesting that he preferred him over Nick Pope. Dropkick Your Teacher saying Jets' performance so far is exactly why you don't shoehorn a player after one good game. Also, again, switching off before the half. We're absolutely rattled. Now, definitely switching off. The goal is really on Romero. I don't think it's really on anyone else at the end of the day. Dropkick Your Teacher. And then when it comes to Jed, I agree with Dave's sentiment in that he's worked really hard on that left wing. He's been, you wouldn't fault him for the endeavor or the intensity. It's just that he's been a little bit sloppy when the ball's kind of been at his feet. Either passes that are just underhit, overhit, or not maybe a great touch at times. His crossing is very hit and miss. Sometimes it's an okay cross. Other times you're like, does this guy even know how to cross a ball? I would say Matisse Tell would not be a bad option off the bench at some point.
The thing is, I know we're frustrated with Jan Spence, but we've got to remember, this guy's a fullback. He's not.
Do you agree with his point then that we shouldn't be shoehorning players like into a position maybe they're not meant for?
My worry is the fact that we're seeing this experiment is twofold. One, we were forced into it because Frank took Matisse Tell out of the Champions League squad, so we needed someone to play.
So that was
there
understandable.
Out of injuries. Now, Jed Spence played well. Then all of a sudden, anytime someone does that, now a fullback has one good game at winger, everyone's thinking, oh, next Gareth Bale, next Gareth Bale, next Gareth Bale. Winger, you need a complete different skill set going forward than what you do as a fullback. Usually as a fullback, you're making overlapping runs where the ball's being fed into you. As a winger, you've got to be able to take the ball in, shield people off, get turned, play, run at them, get in behind, cross a ball, carry a goal threat, be able to go on the inside, go on the outside. It's a complete different skill set altogether as a winger. And although I get the frustrations towards Jed Spence, he's trying, but he's not a winger. So at some stage, if it persists, get Matisse Tell on and let him run at Walker later on in the game.
Yeah. I don't think he's been the worst player by any means, to be honest, drop kick your teacher, but it's just, I think this game might require just someone that's a little bit more clinical and a little bit more dangerous in the final third than him, and maybe that would be Matisse Tell. Andrew Burnett saying but it's been a big turnaround this week. Heads up. I think he said, Spurs are back, as we were talking about midweek. Listen, man, it was a really frustrating goal to concede by Romero there. It's just we have to grab a second, and then I think we could be able to cling on and hold on and pick up a win here. It's just it's on Romero. Romero has to probably get one back for us, if anything. We know our center backs are the only ones that score for us anyways, so hopefully Romero ends up picking up a winner. But we shouldn't be relying on a 1-0 win away from home to Burnley. We should be able to grab 2 goals against these lot, and that's why I'm a little bit frustrated with Odegaard, because he had that good chance to get that second goal, and then I think we'd be in the clear. Sean Hurl with a pensive emoji of being deep in thought. I would say start thinking about some substitutions there, Sean. Maybe a Matisse Tell to come on at some point. He could perhaps be a difference maker. Logan THFC with a nervous sweating emoji. Can't be Dr. Tottenham this week. Logan THFC cannot. Jerome saying, is this what we are going to get from Gallagher? Lots of energy, but just backwards passes all the time. You can't even complete some of the backwards passes. Sometimes even the backwards passes look a little bit nervy in that they look a little bit underhit, or he kind of fizzes them into players. He's probably been actually one of the most anonymous players on the pitch and one of the worst players on the pitch.
I was going to say, I think Jerome's being kind. What energy? What energy? It looks like he's running in quicksand compared to everybody else out there.
Yeah. Bissouma, to be fair, has had a very, very solid half once again. Like I said, I think there's been sloppiness from every player, but the 2 players I would say have not really been as sloppy, who have not really given the ball away all that much, have probably been Bissouma, and then I would say Solanke for the most part too. I think they've actually had decent games. I just wish Solanke had a little bit better movement in the box, to be honest. Jason Whale saying it's 19th place Burnley, sideways and backwards. There were periods where we were very sideways and backwards, and then there were times when we did play it forward, and look what happened. We were able to create moments. Like Wilson Odegaard, like I said, the last 10 minutes of that half, he was getting into the game. He was, taking on players. He was actually doing stuff almost all on his own, really. That's why I wish we just showed a bit more endeavor at times to just, instead of just recycling it, look to try something, look to take a risk, try to, especially if you're a forward player or a creative player, that's your job, is to take those risks, is to try to make things happen. And once Odegaard did that, all of a sudden he nearly scored 2 worldies.
This is where some of it does become on Frank and the coaching team. Is the reason why we're seeing it being recycled sideways and backwards, because Frank doesn't like playing through the middle. There's no patterns of play work done. There's no one running in behind. And simple thing is, if people run in behind, even if you're not fed, it pulls defenders with you, which means other players then, can drop into space, pick up the ball, and all of a sudden you're in. That's the benefit of mixing up a little bit, but no one's doing that. Everyone's sitting here looking for the ball to feet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of it. That is based on coaching and the management and stuff like that. Keep it tight, don't lose possession. Let's just work our way up the field. If we keep rotating it, eventually we'll get space on the right or the left, and we'll attack with speed and look to put the ball in the box. That's where it does come down to a bit of coaching.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Players are coming out the tunnel, though, everybody, so do get ready for a second half.
Second.
Burnley players just warming up. Could be another extra minute or 2. I think the frustrating bit is I think we should have been 2 goals up. I think Odegaard just had to take that chance. There were probably some other ones that maybe there was a couple in like the first opening minutes I just wish we were actually able to get a shot on target from.
Yeah.
I just think Spurs probably deserved a 2-goal lead for the most part. It's not like it's been a brilliant half, but for the most part, we've created the most dangerous opportunities this game. It's just that Romero, I think, needs to take a lot of responsibility that's just a goal that we just didn't need to concede. Because
It's
it's not like Burnley were threatening. Like, literally, they had like I said, the last 10 minutes of that first half, they were doing practically nothing, Burnley. They were
They've
just
created absolutely nothing. That's the thing, Jack. That's the infuriating thing. But we spoke about the need for us just to have, not switch off in the pre-match build-up. We spoke about the importance of, they're not going to have a lot to do, but then 1 minute they do have something to do. It's just about staying switched on, and we're absolutely incapable. Like Q7, it wasn't a whisper. I had one of them the other day, actually. It was a nice timeout bar, if you know what they are.
Looks like Pedro Porro has been taken off. And Jet Spence has moved
right.
over to the right.
Doggy's come in. Okay.
Romero knows how to bring it back. Don't worry, says Jorginho Toon. Yeah, he did that against you guys, to be fair. I just think he has to make up for that mistake. He has to make up for it. Oh, what a touch by Jed.
Gallagher, play forward.
Jeez, he has forward options right in front of him. Play it to Solanke.
As soon as he gets his head up, the hair's in his eyes, so he can't see it. So he has to take his time. Cut the fringe
anytime he needs to play it forward. Thanks for all the support at halftime, everybody.
Yeah, big up, everybody. Very, very kind of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Spurs should have been able to have 2 goals. We've had over 10 shots.
Well, it's just Wilson Odegaard's one. I mean, he's like, what, 6-7
yards?
That
was the best of it.
Straight down the keeper's throat.
Yeah, that was the best chance.
Oh, Vicario, what have I said about passing it back to him? Please stop. Well done, Solanke.
Unlucky. Good pressure by Xavi Simons. Way to close that down.
The next player, if I was a manager, I'd honestly say at halftime, next player I see pass back to that dunce in goals, you're being hauled off. And I really like Vicario, by the way, people, but he is really frustrating me today. We better not sit off these now and think a point is a good result here.
I really hope not.
Frank better not shit himself.
Oh, no. Time and space for Anthony.
Van de Ven, can he get across?
Roja, what a challenge by Mickey Van de Ven.
Game saving that. That is game saving that. Honestly, but Burnley are better. Burnley are more capable of playing better passes in the final third than we are.
Yeah. They've created fuck all in the final
How many moves
somehow
like that
they're able to complete a run and a pass better than us.
What a tackle from Mickey.
What a challenge. World-class challenge there from Mickey Van de Ven.
No, defend this. Defend this properly.
They've gone short. Top of the box. Get a touch onto that, Wilson.
They were trying to get a shot on the edge of the box. No, and we give them up. Cheeky. So another ball into the box. Vicario, got to come. It's overhit. Thank you. Why do you think he took Pedro Porro off at halftime, Jack? Do you think he just wasn't happy with his performance? Do you think maybe he's picked it up a knock?
Could have been a knock, but that's unlike Pedro Porro. Normally, Pedro Porro doesn't really have any injuries. Struggling with it because I think Jet Spence probably needed to be moved away from that left wing.
Yeah.
But then I don't mind him being given a shot at right back or right wing back.
Well done, Dom. Someone help him out. He's done all the work there to try. Everyone's just so static. He does the work there to try and, dislodge the ball for someone. Everyone's standing there. Oh, my God. Well done, Wilson. Well done. Oh, that's brilliant from Jed. Oh, well done, Conor Gallagher. Good ball in behind. Jed, get your head up. Simmons, stay outside. Oh, it's over the top. It's over his head.
Top of his head.
Oh, he's got to go along the ground. The doggy picks it up, though. Back to Simmons. Does well to get up and get onside. Good ball up top. Oh, my God. Why is it at the goalkeeper? What is wrong with these guys? Put it either side of him.
I couldn't tell. Was it straight at him?
Straight at him.
Oh, my Lord, man.
Romero. No, Romero. Simmons picks it up, though. Oh, he slips.
Play Udogie. Play Udogi. Jeez.
Well done, Van de Ven.
Danzo. He must have really backed Van de Ven to get
Yeah,
to
he
that. Danzo.
trusted him there. Right, Vicario, you got 2 centre-backs. Play one. Thank you.
Oh, we need to see that Solanke
Oh, it's
chance.
right at the goalkeeper. He's not... Oh. Just put it either side of the guy. Same as Odeberg.
2 chances there. Jet Spence has to put in a better cross for Xavi Simons. And
It's
then,
just too high.
And then later on,
Look how well
Xavi
Simons
Simons puts in a
up
brilliant cross for Solanke here. It's good movement, good strength.
It's right down the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of
right down the middle. Look, right.
Yeah, it sort of saves it with his left palm there.
Well done, Danzo does well there to play himself. I think he tripped himself up there.
Yeah, seriously, he got lucky there. Well done, Kevin.
Oh, Solanke, you've got to do better. These are just the moments you've got to take. It just makes me miss Harry Kane, Robbie Keane, Defoe, players like that so much more. Oh, that was his opportunity. I know it's harsh to say we have to expect our strikers to have 100% scoring rate, conversion rate in this team, but like that's a good chance. 6 yards out. Bissouma. Come on, Dom. Let's give him another chance. He'll bury the next one. I've got to remain confident in him. He's my only hope. Rami. Good ball. Well done, Solanke. Get turned. Good ball now into... Oh, it's over here. Good idea. Shit execution. Like Burnley would make that pass. Why can't we?
Oh, good pressure. Conor Gallagher. Man out of hell.
Must have heard my words at half-time.
Cameraman obsessed with his hair. Jet Spence.
Go on, Jedi.
What a run.
Go on, Jedi. Go on, Jedi. Go, Wilson. Exactly. You tell him, Spence. Don't put it out. Don't put it out. Ref, what are you stopping the game for? It's up to us to put it out, you clown. You moron. Your hairline is shit. Fuck off the turkey. I swear to God. So infuriating.
Doesn't even touch him.
Oh my God.
It's very theatrical.
We're stopping play for that now. I mean, even the NBA doesn't stop play for that. Come on.
It's very theatrical. How is it even a head injury? Like, it's not like he just like pushed his head. He didn't even slap him in the head.
Do you know what it is? He's just jealous of Jet Spence's hair. I found out what it is. He's got a horrific hairline. He's got a V going on there. You can park 2 cars either side of it. It's embarrassing. He's seen Jet Spence's hair and he's gone, I'd love a head of hair like that. I'm jealous. I'm not having that. Prick. And he thinks he's doing us the favour by letting us get on with it there when he's killed our momentum.
Come on, dance.
Into Gallagher. Gallagher into Spence. Wilson.
Well done, Wilson. Gallagher. Just slightly behind him.
Move it across now. Let's get Destiny involved. He's looking for it in behind. He's ready. Plays it on to Gallagher. Forward. Thank you. Spence. Hit Gallagher. Can we chip it there? Good ball into Simons.
Or Odeberg. Gives it away, though. Odeberg couldn't get it under control. Oh, good job by Bissouma. Put in a challenge, Wilson.
Honestly, I'm not watching this guy in the midfield do party tricks all day. Someone get involved with him, please.
Good pressure.
Football's changed, man. When I grew up, Burnley couldn't even complete 5 passes against us. Now they're completing 15.
What's happened there?
Referee's jealous of Solanke's hairline.
Solanke give away a free kick? What's happened there?
He might have slipped here towards the keeper, did he? Oh, I mean, oh my God. These footballers are getting embarrassing. They're going down at the slightest of touches now. Do it again. Do it again, Solanke. Push him over again.
Why are we letting this bounce?
You can't let that bounce.
Not a great clearance there either.
Rummy.
Oh, what are we doing, lads? It's terrible defending. Why are we letting that bounce? Not a great clearance.
This game has been a sharp fucking smackdown to reality after the Dortmund game.
Jesus, Vic. Good hold-up play, Solanke. Oh, my God, Raph.
Oh, my Lord.
What's he even holding? He doesn't even know what to hold. He's like, oh, do I hold my rib? Do I hold my arm? Like, it wasn't even touched.
Oh, it's shocking.
What's he even holding? Like, he's gone down like a sack of shit.
Referee's trying to stop our momentum. That's all it is, Jag. He doesn't want us to build up a head of steam here.
I don't even know. It's honestly, it's Oscar-winning performances from these Burnley players.
Aye, soft as. But the referee's he's just got to ignore it. Just tell him to get up. There's nothing wrong with him. Giving him a nice pat on the back. I'll be round for my fucking dinner later. Go on, Destiny.
Got to come out. Well done, Romero. You always knew he was going to put it in there.
Lord.
He's kicked it out.
That's it, Romero. You tell him. Go over and bite his head off after the game.
It did look like he kicked it out.
Kyle Walker with a long throw here. No.
Well done, Bissouma. Really good touch.
Yeah, it's a great touch.
And clearance. Nervy touch, too, because he had a high foot there.
Go on, Dom. Go on, Dom.
Big switch from Kyle Walker. Finds Anthony. Good strength from Udogie. Shows him the weight room.
Unbelievable. And he's gone. Get on the overlap, Simmons. Why are you dropping deep all the... Fucking get on the overlap, man.
Give him an option.
Jesus Christ. That's so infuriating. Exactly, Jack. Just give the guy an option. Burst the bollocks to give him an option. He's not helping standing there fucking...
He chews with his mouth open with gums. So annoying. Like, it's just...
If you're a player, you're looking over at him right now. There's no air of calmness
down his throat.
Honestly, there's no air of calmness. If you're a player looking over there, a bit rattled right now, and you look to him, he looks like he's in the trenches, Jack. You know, he's like that guy that found out in Japan that still thought he was fighting the World War 30 years later. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely madness. Like, he needs to start exuberating some level of calmness there.
I think I just want him sacked for the way he chews his gum.
Someone said that on TalkSport the other day, and they all broke down laughing. I can't see him chewing his gum like that anymore.
It's very annoying. It's gross as well. You can, like, see the back of his throat. Oof.
They're all starting to do all this out there now. I'm not liking this. They're all starting to play the blame game here. It's a much better line, that.
Twanzebe again, though. He's been their best striker today, Tuanzebe, their center back.
Oh my God. It's already starting to look erratic here. A shocking between Romero and Vicario there.
Raf?
So you're just allowed to pull people down.
You bought all those other moments, and then somehow, oh my gosh.
Well done. Play him, Spence.
Go, Odebear, go.
Someone break with speed here.
Oh,
it's behind him. It's fucking
well
behind
done, Jed.
Penalty. It's gotta be. You stopped the game for one of them. You idiot.
He hasn't given a single thing to Spurs. No way is he in behind here. What a challenge from Romero. What a challenge. Surely this is another yellow card.
I want my penalty. I want my fucking penalty.
Surely. I mean, this guy Broja, he's put in 2 naughty challenges. It looks like he clipped Vicario there. But seriously, the ref gave away 2 easier free kicks in the middle of the park earlier. That was also out of play, so we're not even getting line decisions.
Brett Lockhead will be in the stands defending soon. You're absolutely spot on if this shit continues. This is fucking Burnley, by the way. Jesus Christ.
We can't even get decisions from the line-out.
By the way, why is Vicario flapping that? Just take it in your 2 hands.
But that challenge on Jed Spence, he gave a free kick for the same thing earlier.
I know. It's insane.
And then he also watched Xavi Simons just get thrown to the ground.
And that was getting in the way as well.
Good ball!
Simons!
Oh, good clearance.
Oh, good touch, Danzo. Simple ball now. It's a simple ball. Play it simply. Thank you. Gallagher. Go, Spence.
A brilliant cross for Odebear. Never plays a forward, Conor Gallagher.
Mickey van der Ven. Can we slide in Simons here? Or no. No, we can't. No, we fucking can't. Of course we can. Why would we? Why can't we just do... Just can't do the simple basics. It's a simple... Like, they train together. They fucking train together. How can I not make a simple 1-2? It's like they're playing with fucking space boots.
Going nowhere, Destiny. Going nowhere, Xavi. Get rid of the ball, lads. Well done. Get forwards here.
Let's have a cigarette, Dave. Let's calm down. Let's try and give them some positivity now for 30 minutes.
Come on, Odebear. Whip it in now. Good job, Wilson.
Well done. Spence, good ball. Oh.
Nope.
Go on, Destiny. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. We're firing at players. They're 2 seconds away from each other. Well done. Well done. Biss, unlucky. Simons, what can we do? Into Destiny. Destiny fires it across.
Oh, almost slid across the box there. Well done, Romero. Connor. Romero clears. Man on Bissouma.
So is that not the exact same challenge that was laid on Jed Spence in the penalty area?
Seriously. Not even looked at. We don't even get a replay.
Seriously.
It's amazing, man. Like, we'll never get a penalty for the next 20 years, it feels like.
Guys,
until there's just a whole new crop of referees, we won't get a decision.
No, I know. It's a joke. They're probably bringing through new referees, new rule in the rule book.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my Lord. But, guys, as bad as this is getting, you know, I would ask everybody if you could smash the like button for
Yeah,
us,
please.
help us out in that regard. At least salvage something from this Saturday. That'd be beautiful. Well
Good
done,
touch,
Dom. Anyone
sir.
near him? No one near him.
Sir!
No
Oh
one
my
near him.
lord, man. He's just getting dragged again from behind. It's a good touch as well. The only reason he's giving that away is because it has to be a foul.
Thing is as well, though, Jack, when Solanke takes that down, look at the Spurs players. They're all standing there. Not one of them are looking to get up and help the guy.
He can't even have a better touch there, though. Like, the touch was practically
Exactly.
perfect. And then somehow the referee thinks, like, oh, yeah, it's his fault for giving it away there. It just doesn't make sense.
Get Gallagher off. Take him off. I'm sick of looking at him now.
I mean, Solanke, fair play to him. He was giving the ref an earful there. You could tell. I just, again, the touch was perfect.
Indecision is starting to happen in our play. Frank needs to make a sub. He needs to make a sub. There's indecision here. But no wonder. They look over at him and he's fucking looks like he's after hiking up mountains there. You know what I mean? He's in a world of pain over there on the sideline. He's worried about picking up a draw here. He is. Oh,
Get it down the line.
Get your head up. Play him. Oh, my fucking Lord Jesus Christ. Please. It's so infuriating that.
Yeah, you're fucking... You had Udogian.
He's got his arm out. He's pointing where he wants it. He's saying, screaming at him, play me. He's got his arm out. He's showing you where to play it.
And then he played a 5-yard pass later. Jesus, man.
Thank you, James Watson. Very kind of you, sir. Yes!
Jed. Oh. Not a bad hit from Jed. Udogie gets magged.
Right, I'm calm now. Come on, Xavi. Oh, shoot, kid.
Come on,
don't you dare, Ref.
Romero. Well done,
Romero and Jed Spence.
Well done.
You better not give that. You didn't give one to Jed Spence. Don't even look at this far. Fuck off.
Flat.
Right, let's go. They've got some players up the pitch. Let's go. Come on, some urgency here. Oh, my God. Is that the best we can do? Let's slow it down. Let's get every one of their players behind the ball before he pass forward, eh? Yep. Just make sure all 11 are back there. Look, it's embarrassing. Come on, Spurs. Come on! Gallagher into Bissouma. Anyone making a run? No one. Onto Romero. Our football is so basic, man. Give it on. Oh. Romero. Can we get Matista on the pitch, please? I can't even believe I'm calling for a sub for him to come on, of all people, from where he was in my books at the start of the season. But please. Danzo.
No, oh my God.
Oh my God. Our football is so basic. It's so hard to watch. There's just been nothing coached. It's just get it out wide, recycle, cross. Get a substitution on, please. Even the Burnley manager's going for it before we are. Fucking hell. Foster coming on. He always scores against us, this lad. Always. Ever since you mentioned him to me, Jack, he always scores.
Oh.
64% possession and we do nothing with it. Well done. Come on. You got to play forward now. You can't be scared here. We can't slow it down. You got to travel, Wilson. You've got to travel, Wilson. You
ran down a blind alley there, though. He ran down a blind alley.
I know, but once he's made that decision, he's got to keep going with it. You know what I mean?
Well done, Rom. Jesus, Connor, man. Please just go forwards for once in your life.
Good idea, Spence. There we are. Let's see if we can pick up a throw in here. See what happens when you play a ball in behind? See what happens? Now let's see if we can get Danzo on this throw. Just put it in the box. Come on, Dom. There's one more chance for you. One more chance for you in this game. 24 beats. I mean, I don't know where it is. We'd probably get an image of him looking at tactics and picking up his magnet board. And
it's more likely to change his gum than change any players, it looks like.
Yeah. Good throw.
Oh.
Put it back in. It's not bad, you know.
Romero. Oh.
You gotta take him out.
Xavi gets burns there. Take a yellow.
He's done this to us before against when he was at Sporting, Marcus Edwards.
What a challenge, Jets
well
fans.
Done.
What a challenge.
Someone run off him.
Udogie in midfield. He's surging forward. Well done, Udogie.
Thank you. Begging for someone to run forward. There we are in a forward motion. This is what I'm talking about. More like it.
Come on, Wilson. Take him on. There you go.
Well done, Wilson.
Good ball.
Gallagher. It's a shit pass sideways. Spence. Bissouma. Simmons run off him.
Not a good ball.
Why couldn't Bissouma hold that ball and just let Simmons run forward? We don't need to make that sideways pass.
Jed, that's a terrible giveaway.
Oh, you can't leave him in the middle either. Get Matisse Tell on. Get one of the centre backs off. Go back 4. Get Matisse Tell on.
Sort of just sums up Spurs. Jed had that amazing challenge and then also gives the ball away just completely under no pressure at all. Under no pressure. He gives away almost a detrimental ball.
Here we go. The inquest on the bench here.
The 4 Musketeers. What a challenge, Romero.
Oh, you there, Ref.
Okay, how many times can you go unchallenged there without?
We need a change in midfield and we need Matisse Tell on the pitch quickly as well. If this guy takes any more time having chats with his conversations with his fucking coaching staff, I'm going to lose it. You're the manager.
Oh, Solanke.
Well done.
Good strength. Kyle Walker's had an incredible game.
You could just see the way this game is going, though, can't you? Like, we've got to make a substitution to try and change something here. These players have lost belief in what they're doing. He needs to switch it up now.
A lot of time and space here. All right, lads.
Just give it to a dog. He's the only one bursting forward. Oh, let's slow it down. Let's get them all back. Come on, Mickey.
The players either really tired or there's no intention to go forward at all. We have all of our players inside our own half.
Well done, Solanke. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Puts them under pressure.
That's all right. Get forward here. Get forward. Come on, Xavi.
Please, Xavi.
Good ball.
Bissouma.
Oh, my Lord. You balloon head.
Our decision-making is fucking atrocious. Please, Frank, make a substitution. It is not working. We are getting progressively worse. Can you make another sub, please? It's dying on its ass, this game here. And he's standing there fucking talking to coaching staff. Make a substitution. It's what you get paid to do.
Well done, Kevin. Someone Where is Wilson? Where are you, man? Why are you sitting behind the whole Burnley backline? This game is calling out for a substitution. Please, Frank.
It's crying for it. We're just sitting back looking for a draw right now at this point. It's
I don't even
embarrassing.
see anyone getting ready, though. That's the thing.
We're just looking for a draw here. Look, same with Burnley. They'll take this as well. It's fucking embarrassing.
Thomas Frank's taking takeout orders again.
He's too busy speaking to his coaching staff. Can he not scream at players and start telling them to get some pressure on the fucking football?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Romero. It's abandoned. Oh, Mickey Van Ven just gets
Oh,
schooled.
no.
Oh, no. Don't tell me.
It's Foster. You know it.
Don't
He always
tell me.
scores against us.
Don't
Always.
tell me. We are 2-1 down.
Well,
to
the
fucking
idiot
Burnley.
is too busy fucking speaking to his coaching staff instead of making substitutions.
2-1 down. to
Every
Burnley.
single fan has been sitting here screaming at the telly. It's getting progressively worse. The game's dying on the ass. The game plan's dying on its ass. Make a substitution. Now he'll make one. Now he'll go and make a sub now. It's fucking too late. Make it when it's at 1-1. And that's why that idiot needs to go. And I don't want to hear anyone say Dave go after players. I went after them at halftime. And they need to take a large, bit of responsibility for sure. But fucking, when the game is screaming out for it to be changed, when the game's dying on its ass, we're not getting pressure on the ball. We can't keep holding the ball. It needs something different. He refuses to make the substitution. And that's where he's going to take blame today. Idiot.
I can't believe it. We are 2-1 down to fucking Burnley. They haven't won in how many games as well?
13.
I mean, we're losing to everyone at this stage. We literally can't beat anyone.
Everyone knew this was coming. We're sitting there going, you can see how this game is going to
guy gone.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
He was happy to sit there and go, oh, we'll take control. We'll get out of here.
I can't believe people defend this manager. He is literally losing to every single team in the Premier League.
Now the sub is ready.
He is going to drag us into a relegation
the sub is
battle.
ready. And it's actually great. It's not even Matisse style to go and get back in the game. It's a defensive midfield substitution. He has absolutely lost the plot. Oh, here we go. Finally. Matisse Tell coming on. It's too late. It's reactionary. You look at Scott Parker, right? They're down in the relegation zone. And he brought on Foster and made substitutions to change the game. This guy sat back and waited until we've gone 2-1 down and now is reacting. He is a fucking clueless clown. Clown.
He's got to go. Even if we somehow win this game, he's got to go. I'm shell-shocked. I'm shell-shocked. 2-1 down to fucking Burnley. How many times have Burnley even scored 2 goals this season? How many times have Burnley even scored 2 goals?
I'm just lost.
What's crazy is like with how Wolves have been playing the last few weeks too. Like they're arguably on form right now. They are literally the worst team in the Premier League based off form.
I'm speechless. I just can't believe
this guy is losing to everyone. Like who can Thomas Frank even beat in the Premier League at this point?
But what's more infuriating, and I can't get over this, is they're down in the relegation zone, yeah. And Scott Parker went for the game by bringing on Lyle Foster.
Yeah.
And he's gone and scored.
He didn't even settle for the point.
Substitutions, and we make them once we've gone 2-1 down. And now we're trying to react. Now, I mean, the guy has utterly lost the run of himself at this football club. He is not a guy that lives up to the motto to dare us to do. When the game's in the balance, look for a way to go and win the game. Nope. Keep it as it is, and we'll look to see if we can get a draw here. And then if we concede, I'll react. It's way too pragmatic for a top club like Tottenham. It's part of the reason why we are where we are. He is a massive part of the reason. He's making this worse. He's making this worse.
He's also, it looks like, taken off Bissouma and then kept on Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher has done less than nothing this game.
Daniel Larson, spot on, drew against Wolves, lost against West Ham, now losing to Burnley. Dr. Tottenham will see you again.
Conor
When are they
Gallagher
going to
has done
strike us
less
off
than
the
nothing.
practitioner list? When are they going to take us off the practitioner list? I'm sick of it. Fucking sick of it. I just can't believe how weak Frank has been in that moment. I just can't believe it. That sums him up. Sums him up.
Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul. And you foul.
Oh my God. Now we are in. Anyone that says maybe we were over exasperating the relegation talk in the pre-match, we're well and truly in it now. Yeah. Well and truly.
No hiding from it now.
No hiding from it with Newcastle, City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, all to come. Look at them. They haven't had this much fun in I don't know how long. Look at them. Even guys with shocking hairlines are starting to have good fun.
Tony Yolo, he's got to go. 100%, man. He's got to go. Might concede 3 against Burnley.
True Pack says Frank is terrible. Which player has he improved? Well, the fact that everyone's asking for the whole squad to be, a new squad completely to be signed underneath him shows that, when this guy has a reputation of improving players and he's improved nobody. But we turn up to Burnley and we play, it's the most basic football. And I'm okay with him starting the way he started, similar to try and build off the back of Dortmund. I get it. But when the game's dying on its ass, do something. You're supposed to be this great coach, tactician, change things, everything else. Even the paramedics are laughing now. I'm sick of this shit. I'm absolutely sick of it. Even they're sitting there. The fans probably sitting there going, can you cure Dr. Tottenham? And they're like, even we can't do that. It's fucking pathetic.
It's insane that Dr. Tottenham is a real thing, but the fact that it actually has somehow happened again against fucking Burnley, it is incredibly pathetic. Oh my God, Xavi. We've just gotten worse and worse and worse as the game has gotten on too. The second half has been no better at all. Like I said, in the first half, we deserved to be in the lead in the first half, but we crumbled thanks to Romero's mistake. And then we've gotten worse in the second half. We've gotten worse. This feels like now at this point, feels like a relegation game.
Yeah.
The way we're playing. Ref, can you get a foul, man? Please. At some point, can we get a foul? He's, again, been dragged to the ground. He took 4 touches there while he's being dragged to the ground. I can't believe he's kept on Conor Gallagher as well.
I know.
He's been useless. Bissouma was arguably our best player.
I know.
This guy is clueless.
Well, we know what he does when you perform, Jack.
Yeah, he hates players that perform well.
How many times have we said this?
He hates players that perform well. Well done, Jed.
Oh my God.
He's been on crack, Dubravka. Dubravka's had the best game of his whole season. Matisse Tell nearly scoring. Oh my Lord, what a save. It just flew across his net. Dave's going to smoke a pack this game.
Honestly.
Romero? Oh, the bear, man.
Lord. Oh my God. That one's actually literally got out to the corner flag.
He's just absolutely shanked it. True Pack, member for 17 months, saying Frank is terrible. Which players has he improved? Yeah, I think Dave took that one. Sorry. Thank you for the support, by the way. True Pack, very generous. And then Andrew Burnett saying, hands up. I just want to be a happy clapper. Sack Thomas Frank. Listen, man, I'm a happy clapper like yourself, but this guy, I've been saying he's got to go for weeks now. Weeks. He's losing to everyone. He's dropping points to every team. He's somehow dragged us into a relegation battle. He's done no better than Ange Postecoglou, which is fucking hard. The ceiling was so low. The bar was so low at this club. All he needed to do is just be challenging in and around the top 10. That
Now
was
he
the
thinks
remit going into the season. He's dragging us into a relegation battle. He's knocked us out of every cup that he could. It's pathetic, man.
how and the
He
fact
couldn't
that
have
he's
done a
allowed,
worse job. Like, that's the thing. People who defend Frank, he can't be doing a worse job.
the fact that he's allowed Conor Gallagher to prance around like that for 84 minutes as well before he hooks him is embarrassing.
And then Jerome saying, how much of this crap can we take?
I can't.
We will get effing relegated with this manager. Seriously, Jerome, it feels that way. After watching this game, I have no confidence that we'll actually survive. We just need to rely on every team being worse. But this is the thing. We're losing to the teams that are supposed to be worse than us.
Oh my God! Oh, we can't even complete
These players too. These players have lost all confidence. Well done, Destiny.
Just go yourself, kid.
Get it to Matisse.
Don't
These
start
players,
hiding.
these players have forgotten how to pass forwards. So many times they'll have a wide open option to play forwards, but Thomas Frank has instilled it into them that they can only pass sideways. Well done, Destiny. Keep going, kid. Have a shot. Oh, fired across goals, man. Have a shot. Don't foul, you nincompoop, man. Jesus. Oh, my God. How are you fouling, you absolute donut?
Now he wants to issue instructions. Now he wants to scream when we're fucking 2-1 down to 18th place Burnley on the 86th minute. When the game was in the balance, you moron. Look at him. Look how much his eyes are puffing up and everything. He's crying now. Get rid of it. Honestly, he's starting to cry now. Get rid of it.
Making me cry.
His football makes me cry.
Dropkicker teacher saying, put some illegal files on their tablets so they can all get the F out. Seriously. He has to go tonight.
At this point, we just need to take a point at this point. Worst case scenario. Just go, we can't lose this.
Drive. What a run. What a run. Oh, you got to get rid of the ball at some point, man. You did all the hard work. Pass the ball. Get into Dane. Oh, nearly gave it away there. Jed. T-Style doesn't have the right boots on. It seems like he keeps slipping.
Well done. Oh, let me do that.
Not a great cross. Romero's gone forward.
So basic. We can't even lay it off and spinning behind. It's just got to be backwards. Lay it off, spinning behind. Just coach these things. It's not difficult.
It's like they forgot how to play football under him. Seriously.
Honestly, some of the managers I played under Sunday League had more complicated instructions than this. Honestly.
Odebear. Well done, kid.
Right. Well, at least can we find a cross, maybe?
Please, someone! Chavito!
Oh, it's off the bar.
Off the bar. Oh, we're cooked. We could have scored 4 or 5 goals this game. We're cooked. How have we not put any of these chances away? Matisse, play him in. You had Jed Spence there, lad. Destiny. Place it behind him. Good ball by Matisse.
Lay him. Oh my God.
It's overhit.
Yes!
Oh!
Come on!
Oh!
Rami! Romulus! Come on, Robbie!
We might be staying up this season.
Come on,
Staying up.
Romulus! Fucking Romero, that's how you finish a ball. Fuck you, forwards. That's how you do it. Bosh!
All of our center backs are the only ones who can score, man.
Come on, Jacko. We fucking needed that.
We're staying up this season, Dave.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what a finish. Bosh. Now let's push for the winner now. Good cross by Wilson Odegaard. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Ah. Rum bum be bum 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 Romulus. Shawnee Maddox, member for 29 months. Thomas Frank and Vin are clearly Arsenal spies on a mission to relegate us. Hashtag Frank out.
He's got to go. Even with a draw, he's got to go. Even if he won this game, I think he's got to go, Sean.
Now, don't sit back and look for a draw. Press for the winner. There's another chance here for Dom. Someone get on the fucking ball, hey?
Tony Yolo from earlier saying he better be sacked before the post-game press conference. I agree.
There we go. Rummy.
Odegaard, drive.
Someone run off him.
There you go, Matisse. There you go, Matisse.
Wait for a runner to go on the outside.
Javi.
Go on, Destiny. Oh.
He's giving away another. How many free kicks has he given to them? And then none to us. Not a single free kick he's given to us.
It's a poor ball there, but he's just got to feed a doggy there.
Yeah, I agree.
Jorginho 292, Dave 90s. It's Fergie time. 20s. It's Romero time. He done it against you, didn't he?
Again. They're the only ones who score for us.
This guy's keeping Thomas Frank in a job. What a header.
They're the only ones who can score in this team. Jorginho too. We have two world-class center backs in Romero and Mickey van de Ven. They score. They do everything for us. Made up for it too at the end of the day with the goal that he conceded in the first half. He got a goal back.
No foul. Oh, it's ours. Ref, book him. Book this shit bag. Book him. He's starting a melee here. Book him.
Time wasting, though, here.
There's only one player to book here. It's the guy that wouldn't give up the ball. Brilliant from Destiny. I told you. I mean, come on now. Come on. There's one more chance for Dominic Solanke here. I can feel it. No. Oh, now you want to go along for carry-off. Thank you. It should have been your first decision in your thought process here. Send the centre-backs up, find Solanke, build off that.
Don't foul.
Right, here we go. One more chance now.
Switch it to Odegaard. Switch it. It's too late.
No,
I have no idea what the fuck that was, Jet Spence. What the hell was that? Romero's limping. Oh, no. Well done, Wilson.
Right,
Vicario, clear it. Jeez, man, how long do you think you got?
Right, come on, Dom.
Well done,
Dom. Brilliant, that's crucial. Go ahead of him.
And you got to get rid of it. Oh, he crosses it in. Romero,
please.
Solanke.
Scared. And he's bringing on Radu Dragusin. It better just be to get one ball and pump it forward. It better be.
It's like he's trolling us
I
by
want to see
bringing
him
on
run
Radu
straight up
Dragusin.
front. I want to see him run straight up front here.
I think Romero was limping.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he was doing it. Yeah, Romero off.
Yeah, but I just want to see Radu go straight up beside Solanke. I don't even want to see him go into defence here, and he is.
Yeah, I think Romero might have pulled something.
It's not good.
Well done, Matisse.
Let's go. Just give it. You got to travel it, doggy.
He left it behind him. He played him short. Left it behind him.
So I guess we just keep going until they score then. Is this new rule?
Oh my God.
Right, let's go. Don't you dare F you.
He's blown it up. What a prick. Get him gone.
I can't take it anymore.
Get him gone.
I can't take it anymore, man.
We are dropping points to literally everyone. West Ham are probably going to catch up with Nottingham Forest. It's going to be a battle between us and Forest of getting relegated. Honestly, I back Sean Dyche to survive more than I back this manager too. He's got to go.
He's got to go. We're 8 points above. You know, you look at the teams below us. We got hammered by Nottingham Forest, played off the park by West Ham, draw with Wolves, drawing with Burnley today. I mean, you guys
Who can we beat?
Can't even pick up results. Bournemouth below us, I think the only team below us that we've beat is Leeds United. I mean, it's absolutely
can't do any worse.
It can't keep going. And look, don't get me wrong. I think massive frustration in terms of the first goal we conceded. Romero, not good enough, but he made for it right at the end to rescue a point at the end of the day. There was some sloppy play amongst out there. But where I get so riled up and annoyed by Thomas Frank is when the game was in the balance.
Yeah,
they brought on Lyle Foster, and they made substitutions to go and win the game. And they're sitting 19th in the Premier League. And they almost got the rewards for it.
They went for the game.
We only made our substitutions in reaction to going 2-1 down. We were sitting here screaming for him to make substitutions because the game was dying on its ass. Burnley were building up ahead of steam. And he sat there watching it happen. And then at times, he stopped watching it and he's too busy talking to his 4 coaching staff on the bench. It's just the whole process. It just goes to show how weak Frank is. You're the manager. You make them decisions. Sometimes I get it if you're making to look a massive tactical change, speak to your coaching staff the best way around it. But at what point as a manager on a sideline do you look at it and go, he's not playing well today. I should know my players. I work with them. I'm with them on a daily basis. He's cooked today. I need to bring him off, inject a fresh pair of legs into that position. Need to take him off. He doesn't do that. Everything is one big elaborate plan with the guy to the point where we end up going behind before he does anything. And that's where he has that's where he's completely lost a lot of people today, is the reactionary nature of the substitutions when the game was dying on its ass, which goes to show he's probably delighted with taking a point from here today. Matching up with his words in the pre-match press conference, we need to try and keep a clean sheet. This game isn't as easy as it looks on paper and stuff like that. And then it matches up then with how we play. And then the second half, because they punched us right in the mouth before half-time, he got scared. Let's look to take a draw out of this. And he'll probably come out after the game and tell us how grateful we should be for a point, how great of a point it is and stuff like that. We have a dying need to take 3 points here because of the fixture schedule we've got coming up. And he failed to take the handbrake off and let this team really go for it. The first 6 minutes, we looked like we were going to do what we done against Dortmund. And then after that, we done exactly what we done against West Ham. Sit off, allow them to slow it down, find themselves into the game, take the pressure off, pass it around the back without any instructions to go after the ball. And it's clearly that's instructions, because if you watch them, they're almost dying to go for it. But then, they're all just sitting there in a 4. And it's like, You're allowing them to build their way into the game. I am absolutely fed up with the guy. He is clueless. And I remember saying it during the game as well. These players are starting to look rattled. If they're looking over to their manager for any reassurance and he's standing there and he looks like he's on the beaches of Normandy fighting World War II, his hair is all over the fucking place, his eyes are all watered up, he's chewing them intensely like he's a fucking wild animal and hasn't eaten anything for 30 years. You know, that's the presence of calm we're seeing on the sideline. And then, you know, when the game needs for him to be out there shouting instructions, he's sitting back having tea with the fucking boys. And then, you know, when we're trying to chase the game, when we're gone down, then he's out there doing all this finger pointing and stuff, play acting for fucking cameras. I'm absolutely fed up with it. The guy is going to get us closer to relegation the longer he stays in this fucking job. The board now need to show some cojones. As soon as this transfer window's done, I understand keeping it here until the transfer window's closed, to if there's any opportunities last day of the window that, you know, if you've got a manager in charge, the player know exactly who they're coming to play for. If you don't, you won't get any more signings in the door. So it might not happen today, but as soon as this transfer window's done, get rid of the guy. He's absolutely clueless. He's too pragmatic. He's too weak in his decision making and everything else. This job is just way too big for him. Also, some of them players, they also don't get free passes. Conor Gallagher was begging to get out of Atletico Madrid to come and play football. He was absolutely shit today. But again, how did he last 84 minutes? And Bissouma, who actually provided energy in midfield, believe it or not, even though contrary of my opinion of the guy, actually provided something in midfield, gets hauled off before him. How many times have we seen players that when they do perform, he fucks it up? Matisse Tal performing, fucks it up with him. Bissouma perform, off you come. Wilson Odegaard performing earlier on the season, well, you're dropped for the next game. You know, how many times John Pelini spent, 6-7 games on the bench? What was the problem? Was he winning too many tackles, turning over too many balls? I mean, I'm absolutely fed up with it. The guy, and this is why we are where we are, because everybody has lost confidence. Papa Matsar involved in nearly every goal up to a certain point. Dropped, hasn't been seen again. This is why we are where we are. You said it during the game, Jack. These players have lost all confidence. Why? Because the minute they do something good, they're punished for it. If you're mediocre under this guy, you're rewarded for it. Then we go into in possession. In possession, it is so goddamn basic. It hurts my eyes. Don't get me wrong. It hurts even more that some of these players can't execute the basic instructions that's been given to them in terms of first control, 5-yard pass and stuff like that. But there's no ingenuity to it. Get the ball out to the wing back or the full back. He'll drag someone out of position. We'll pass it back, rotate it. Whatever hurt to laying it off, spinning in behind, popping it in, mixing it up a little bit. Honestly, these teams can't believe how easy we are to set up against and play against. People thought it was easy last season under fucking Ange. It's way more easier this season under Thomas Frank to defend against us because it is so basic. And then when we cross the ball, unless Romero just abandons ship at the back, heads up into the box, there's no one else in there to get on the end of it. How many times has Romero stepped up at the end of games this season, Newcastle, today, broke ranks, to go and get that goal? The tactics are so fucking clueless. It doesn't execute the best out of anybody. There's no craft to it. There's no ingenuity to it. It is just so basic. And I have had it up to here with it. I've had it up to here with it. The only thing that keeps me coming back here watching games is just my love for the football club in general and you guys. I don't want to abandon all you guys, but I have had it up to here with that bag of shit on the fucking sideline. And then there's so much made of these tactic boards, iPads. None of them highlight anything obvious to the guy to be able to change it. The players are seeing magnets whizzed all over the place before they even come on. They're almost fucking got epilepsy watching these magnets being put around the board before they even come on at this point. I'm absolutely fed up with it. It's shambolic. And then you look at the coaching team. None of them are there actually issuing instructions in these guys. They're all sitting there looking at
staring at iPads.
Like they've paid to go and watch the latest fucking movie in the cinema. I'm absolutely sick of it. I am absolutely fed up with it. And then you go on to some of these players. Like, this can't keep happening under every single manager. What manager are they going to sit down and go, do you know what? We are going to be committed no matter what. We are going to see this process through rather than throwing out the toys off the pram and stuff. But right now, where we are, it's not working. The manager's failing to extract the best out of any one of these players. The fact when you look at the club's top goal scoring chart, and you've got Mickey van de Ven, Christian Romero, and João Palhinha, three of your most defensive players in the team, as your top scorers, says everything about our forward play, how shit it is, how lackluster it is. And I warned people when they were saying it was a great idea, trying to tell me how much of a great idea it was to let Harry Kane go. Same with Son and people like that, that when they go and we don't replace them properly, we won't have the ability.
Imagine if we got rid of Romero like everyone wanted to. We would have lost this game.
Exactly. But when you don't have the ability to score goals, this is why we're in the battle where we are. You got to get rid of the guy. I'm sick of it. Then players also need to look long and hard in the mirror. Despite whether they're fucking having Thomas Frank or not, at what point do they break rank today and go, just for our own sake, with the fixtures we've got coming up, we're just going to go all out to win this? You know, at what point near the end, I'm sick of it. How many free kicks did we give away when we're trying to put them under pressure and they've got their back to goal in the corner flag and we're bundling all over them left, right and centre because we're frustrated and we're getting tick? How many misplaced passes did we see today where it's a simple pass and it's not even a forward pass, it's a sideways pass, it's a backwards pass, and they're 5 yards here, 5 yards there, and you're seeing players scrambling all over the shop. It is just an absolute fucking shit show from top to bottom, and I'm sick of it. Sorry, that's me done now. I'm fed up.
I'm done as well. My eyeballs hurt after this point of this, and also just I think Thomas Frank's got eyeballs that are bulging out of his face at this stage. You know, I'm also just tired of even just the gum chewing from him, him just standing there munching on a piece of gum. We see the back of his throat. It's honestly disgusting. The football's disgusting. He's disgusting.
He's gone through more gum sticks than we've made completed passes.
He goes through more pieces of gum than he does actually changes in terms of substitutions, really.
We made West Ham look like Barcelona. We made Burnley look like Madrid at times today. I'm sick of it.
Scooter React saying, I've had enough of these friggin' results last year even. And that's the point, Scooter, is that he's doing literally no better than Ange did in the league. And the whole reason Ange was sacked was because it wasn't good enough in the Premier League. They just didn't accept that you could be finishing 17th in the Premier League and could be one place off of relegation. Thomas Frank is about to find himself in the exact same position. And there's no chance or hope in hell that we're going to ever go that deep into the Champions League. The season is so close, if not already reaching a stage where there's a point of no return, really, where we could have any hope of getting back into Europe another season. And another manager finds a way to somehow finish outside of Europe. It's unacceptable. Stefan Bloy saying, I don't even want to listen to his interviews after the game. There better not be. Like, I really do hope by tonight he goes. Jerome said that with the super chat. Sack him tonight. This is unacceptable. Just don't get how people can defend it, Jerome. Like, I understand the players can take a huge responsibility. I understand that we have to ask very serious questions about these players. But this manager, man, he is losing to literally everyone in the Premier League at this point. Like, it can't be the case that somehow he's just exempt of all blame or all sort of responsibility. He is finding a way to potentially get this team relegated. No one at the beginning of the season were saying that we were going to be close to a relegation battle. Everybody was saying that we should be finishing around 8th, 9th, 10th, maybe even 7th or 6th. Everyone had us around that sort of range. Maybe the most cynical fan might have said something like 11th or 12th. There's no reason we should be where we're at this stage in time. He's just got to go. He's not been able to do anything with the squad that he has right now. Going to catch up here with some other people.
I'm also sick of being Dr. Tottenham as well, though, Jack.
Yes, Dr. Tottenham to Burnley, of all teams.
And this is where the players need to be held accountable for this. They shouldn't be scrapping against Burnley, looking for a late goal to secure a point, and we're jumping off our seats like we won a Champions League final just out of desperation because we're worried about what's to come. Dr. Tottenham goes beyond Thomas Frank. That's a mentality issue on the pitch. That's a communication issue on the pitch. You switch off, you get punished in games like this, and it's not like Burnley put any sustained amount of pressure on us to get their goals. We just switched off and made a couple of silly errors, and they went and scored their goals. That is a player issue where they seriously need to start fucking have some long, hard conversations in them dressing room to sort this shit out. Because at what point do they stand up and stop being embarrassed by it? Stop, where it's getting too much annoying, too much embarrassment for them, that they actually stand up and look to do something about it. That when they go into these games, they're prepared for it like it's an FA Cup final to remain laser focused so this shit doesn't keep happening either. Like, at the end of the day, it's embarrassing for every one of us Spurs fans to have to front this. We step outside our front door. Anyone that asks you who you follow now, they're bantering you as soon as you don't even get to finish the word Spurs or Tottenham anymore, and they're already giggling at you. They're already bantering you. You know, you've got Aston Villa now. When we were in the Champions League final in 2019, they were down in the Championship. I'll go down to my local shop now. I've got an Aston Villa fan bantering me. You know what I mean? Yeah. You walk out now, you've got Burnley fans bantering you, Leeds fans bantering you. Like, I know we're bad, but fuck me. And I'm absolutely fed up with it. So at some point, them players also need to fucking grow some bollocks.
That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Brett Loft saying, but he will probably say that we drew with a good team who he respects. What a joke. I'm going to lose it with him. Stephen J. Camp saying, Man United were even shit last season and won absolutely nothing. How are they where they are now? And we have fallen off a cliff. I think it's just down to the manager, man. He's just simply not been able to, project us forward. Like, the whole point of hiring him, right, was that we want to compete in all competitions. Finishing 17th in the league is unacceptable. He's just completely failed the job. He's completely failed the goals, the remit, everything that he was asked to do. We are Spurs TV saying, if Frank says we played good, I'll absolutely lose it. I hope he maybe does like the club interview, but if he makes it after the press conference and he's somehow still in the job tomorrow, I just don't know what to say. I'm kind of like Dave. I'm kind of just done with this season. I don't even want to watch them anymore. The only reason that's probably keeping us going is just being able to talk to you guys really about it, just being able to vent and try to make sense of this shit situation. Thomas Frank, he's got to go, man. He's got to go. Chase Mullen saying, Frank out. Didn't even celebrate that Romero goal. Dead effing football. Bet you my life savings that goal saves his job again. Absolute cowards. I mean, Dave was showing a lot of passion, to be fair, to even just get a point. I'm starting to reach a stage of real levity where I'm saying, maybe that's the point that keeps us up in the Premier League this season, Chase. That's what I thought, was maybe Romero has saved us from relegation by getting that goal towards the end there. I mean, Dave, do you think the idea that even a draw somehow extends him a bit longer? Like, where are you at with the board? Do you think they'll stick with him, or do you think they finally have to just face the music here?
They'll have to stick with him to the end of the window. It goes back to last season when everyone wanted Ange out in January, and with the injuries we've got, very few managers are going to want to put their name to this right now. We'll be able to get what we want at the end of summer, no problem. But until this transfer window is closed, they're not going to sack Frank, because if you're a player and you've got other options on the table, you're not signing for a club with no manager. You look at Man United, sack the manager this window. They haven't made one signing. And they'll struggle to by the end of this window, because a player ain't going to sign on the dotted line from an interim guy. So I think the club have to keep up the facade that they're strong behind Thomas Frank till at least the window is closed, to be able to lure players into this football club to help the situation. But I think once that window is closed, I don't think they sit there and show him any sort of, what's the right word, sort of backing the way they have through this period. I think he'll definitely be here come the end of the window. I don't think it'll happen tonight. I'll be very surprised.
It's got to happen, Chase.
Because if you do the transfer window's done, if they sack him now, forget about deadline day. Our deadline day would be the soonest to pull the trigger on him.
I hope so. I can't even.
Also, I just want to Tara P there saying, when will you take accountability for your words to get Ange sacked? Look, first of all, I was one of the ones that probably stuck by the guy the longest. And I was one of the ones at the very beginning of Ange Postecoglou. I said it's a gamble. But I remember saying to Jack, if this guy gets us into a final, he will be the one to win it. But at the end of the day, people like you need to understand, Ange had to go. He had lost the rapport with the Spurs fans. Majority of Spurs fans absolutely hated the guy. And based off the Premier League campaign, he didn't deserve to keep his job. And that was it at the end of it. The club needed to make a change. Where the club went wrong is hiring a guy with a worse mentality than him, a worse style of football than him, and everything else. That's where the club went wrong in the summer. But if you're going to sit here and blame me, even though I stuck by the guy the longest, and I was one of the only ones that didn't sit there and say, injuries were his fault, this is his fault, that is his fault, and I want people as a slippy slope to come down, and you're coming after me, you can go and fuck yourself. I'm sick of people like you fucking coming after me after defeat, blaming me for all of Tottenham's problems. Yet when I sit here and I say this is a bad idea, and everything else, and I warn people the road we're heading down, and I just constantly get ignored and everything else, people like you can go and fuck yourself. I'm sick of you. Fuck off. Go and find someone else to watch. Seriously, idiot. Seriously, get over Ange Postecoglou, you moron.
Yeah, no, I mean, there are
Go and
people.
chuck him off at this point. I need a cigarette.
Seriously,
Sorry, I need one.
Dave's gonna have a
Fucking
pack today.
nothing.
Steve D saying been Thomas Frank out for weeks, but I can't put this one on him though. I think you can in the second half, Steve D. I think absolutely in the first half we should have been 2 up. There were chances to go 2 up. Romero should not have made the mistake that he did for them to get an equalizer, but I feel like he had a lot that he could have changed in the second half, Thomas Frank. The players were starting to tire. They're starting to show that they didn't really have the energy or the legs to really push on for another goal there. Scott Parker cleverly did decide to go for the win. He didn't put on more defenders, Scott Parker. He put on forward players to try to win the game. Thomas Frank decided just to wait and wait and wait until the inevitable happened, which was Burnley grabbing that go-ahead goal. I think he could have done a lot to change the game in the second half. In the first half, I would put nothing really on Thomas Frank at the end of the day. Odebear missed an excellent opportunity to go 2 goals up. There were other little moments here and there where I think we just should have done a lot better with some of the chances and breakaways that we had. And then Romero should not have given up that goal. It was terrible from Romero to basically sag off and allow Tuanzebe to get onside there. It was a terrible goal to give up, especially the timing of it, right? When we were just a few minutes away from going into halftime with that lead. But the second half, Thomas Frank could have done a lot for me to change the game. And that's where you're asked as a manager, is that even if your players let you down, you still got another 45 minutes to go on and win the game. You don't need to necessarily be winning every game by halftime. You can go on, make changes, look at maybe how you tweak things here and there, see which players you feel like could go on and win you the game. He didn't do that. He waited until it was too late for me, Steve D. So I think this is a game that Thomas Frank has to look at. I do know what you mean, though. There were a lot of moments where the players themselves just are completely useless. Jerome saying the players were gassing out, but he made a flipping change in the 75th minute when we were 2-1 down. I'm fed up. Frank, yeah, I didn't even see that yet, Jerome. I'm in the complete agreement and a complete accord with you on that one. I felt like it was pretty obvious that the players at one stage were just completely gassed and just needed some fresh legs, needed a fresh spark from someone, especially a forward player like a Matisse Tell or just really anyone. Even a change in midfield with Archie Gray could have been done a lot sooner, I felt like. Conor Gallagher, the fact that he stayed on for all 90 minutes, insane to me. Bissouma was arguably one of the best players on the pitch today, and you decided to take Bissouma out. I understand that Thomas Frank doesn't like the guy because of all the off the pitch stuff, but he needed to stay on. Bissouma was one of the only players that was tidy in possession, making the right decisions, one of the only players that was consistently passing forwards. Conor Gallagher pretty much did less than nothing, it felt like, this game, and he decided to keep him on for the 90 minutes. That just, again, shows that Thomas Frank really doesn't seem to have any clue what he's actually doing, especially in the substitutions today. Matisse Tell needed to come on sooner. I'd argue maybe he even needed to come on at halftime instead of, bringing on Udogie. I'm not sure if the Udogie change really did benefit us that much. I think it was fine to keep Jed Spence on. I think Jed Spence had an all right game and he did okay on the right. It's just he's gotten the substitutions and all the changes wrong. He just waited until it was too late, Jerome. He waited until it was too late. Paul Van Ben saying Vicario would make a great Ronald McDonald. I'm going to have to look back on the goals, but he wasn't really that busy, and then he still let in the 2 goals. I felt like the first one, there wasn't really a whole lot he could do. Some people are saying he could have came out and claimed the cross. I would have to see some replays of it to see if that were true. I put majority of the blame on Romero for the first goal. Then the second goal kind of makes an okay save, but he does sort of parry it straight back at Foster, and then it's pretty much a tap in for Foster from there. So I would have to look back at the goals to see if Vicario takes any blame. But what I would say is his kicking from out the back, it is clown worthy. It is Ronald McDonald-esque. He is somehow making Lloris look better on the ball than him. The guy can't even clear it longer than 20, 30 yards. With his left foot, he can barely even clear it more than 10 yards. And then he takes so much time on the ball that he puts himself under pressure and panics. Can't seem to ever hit Solanke or any of the forwards to save his life. He is one of the worst players playing out from the back or just getting it launched, which you thought was basics as a goalkeeper. Back in the day, almost any goalkeeper could pretty much kick it more than 40 or 50 yards. He can barely manage to kick it 40 yards. The guy is one of the worst players playing out from the back and getting it pumped long I've seen of any goalkeeper. He is Forster was better than him with the ball at his feet. Lloris actually might have been better than him with the ball at his feet.
the thing is, it's gone beyond, what he does on the football pitch now. He's making that many errors in terms of he instills no confidence in the team from
Yeah.
corner kicks. So much so, everyone has to sit inside the 6-yard box to protect the guy. In possession, everyone's losing all confidence in him. So what he's actually doing is, as soon as he starts showing signs of being rattled and making mistakes, he's actually making everyone else around him nervous. He's putting them under pressure. They're starting to make mistakes. How many times in the first half did he make underhit passes where he put Romero and Porro and put them into positions where they would end up, trying to get out of it, but they end up making a mistake because of him. And then all of a sudden the downfall starts happening. And that then starts sweeping between the whole team. And then when you're losing the ball in defensive areas, we are, because of his passing out from the back is atrocious, all of a sudden everyone else has to start dropping deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's actually having a real knock-on effect to the whole team. Your goalkeeper is someone that you need to, that should instill the rest of the team with confidence that if things go well, this guy will keep us in a game. But if we're on top, he doesn't make any mistakes. He gives off the aura of calmness. Vicario doesn't do that. He's worse than Thomas Frank at looking like he's in World War zones. I'm absolutely fed up with it. We need a new number one here in the summer. Under Ange Postecoglou, he was a good goalkeeper for what we needed, purely because the high line we played and amount 1-on-1 saves we needed to make, he was absolutely excellent at that. But under this guy, the attributes you need is to be able to save shots from outside the box. He's proven time and time again he can't do that. You also need to be able to take the ball and to be able to put it within a 5-yard radius of your striker to be able to get him to go and compete for it. And he can't do that. So the attributes just are not matching up to what we need from him. We need a new number one this summer. At the end of the day, he's had more than enough years at this football club to show that he's getting better and better. And he's not. He's regressing. He's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's at the point now he's also got to go this summer. We need a new number one.
No, his kicking puts everyone under pressure and seems to make everyone nervous. Paul, I do agree with you. I think Vicario does have to go. At least when it comes to his kicking, he's an absolute Ronald McDonald. James Coffey, big picture, it was a terrible performance. Can't ask the board for 50 million on attacking players and then ask them to play backwards and sideways. That's the thing, James, is that I do think that plenty of these players under Ange were capable of playing forwards. They were capable of playing some nice football. But then all of a sudden under Thomas Frank, you're seeing so many guys that are just always looking to go sideways, always looking to sort of make the easy pass, take the easy option, not take any risks. That's clearly instructions from the manager, and also just probably from all the training under Frank that they've kind of forgotten how to take those risks, how to sort of play through the lines, how to play through the channels, how to play even guys in behind. We almost seem to never make any runs in behind. It's just work it slowly out to the wide areas and then eventually just get a cross in and hope that someone can be there. It's very predictable. It's very boring. I think a lot of these guys have had it almost coached out of them. I mean, Bentancur, prime example, right? Bentancur has been absolutely just caned this whole season for being a backwards and sideways merchant. He had some of the most progressive passing numbers of his entire career under Ange Postecoglou, even under Antonio Conte, who also played a very negative, very boring, sometimes brand of football. His progressive passing numbers were double what it is under Thomas Frank. You can't tell me that this guy isn't sabotaging or isn't in some way influencing how sideways and backwards this football is. It is very, very, maybe the one guy who hasn't been training, Bissouma, probably because he's barely been in training because of injury and because of AFCON. Probably the reason he looked good today was because he's not actually had much training under Thomas Frank. So he's still playing maybe a version of what he did previously under the previous manager, which is actually play forwards, which is actually try to move the ball quickly. It's so frustrating, James. I would not give Frank any more signings. I'd not allow. I mean, at this stage too, we're signing guys that, in my opinion, are really underwhelming. In the case of Conor Gallagher and Andy Robertson, I would not give him any more signings.
When every signing that we've made under this guy becomes underwhelming, at what point do you look at, is he not getting the best out of them?
100%.
Everyone says we need more signings. We need to make more signings. João Paulinho, how many times has he dropped the guy? Kudus used him as a battering ram to the point now he's gone. Moani looks completely disinterested underneath the guy. This is a guy that scored goals at every other club he's been at in Europe, bar Tottenham Hotspur. Who else have we signed, Jacko? Help me out here.
I mean, Xavi Simons, it took forever to get him into the team until he's basically forced to.
You know what I mean? Like, how many more signings do we need to give this guy? before we start looking at this guy as being part of the problem. Everyone says we need signings. We've made what 5, 6, 7 signings underneath the guy now. Not one of them are improving the fortunes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Paul Van been following up by saying Romero and Van de Ven look pissed. I'm worried about losing some of our best players in the summer. I'm reaching that stage too, man. Like Van de Ven, Romero should not be battling for 17th, 16th in the Premier League. They shouldn't be. They are far better players than that. And I wonder if some of these other guys will start to kind of get their heads turned and realize, do I really want to stick through this that much longer? Especially when the club just continues to bring in bad managers and continues to sort of see ourselves fall further and further and further down the league. I mean, they want to be challenging for trophies, these guys. They don't want to be battling with the likes of Burnley for a 2-2 draw. It's just unacceptable, man.
Yeah.
Mark saying Vicario was on fault for both goals. Like I said, I'm not going to claim that he wasn't. I didn't probably get all the best replays to be able to tell, to be perfectly honest. King Hoddle saying, I'm not sure I want to watch these bums anymore. I'm thinking of taking time off from them. Feels that way, to be honest, King Hoddle. Thank you for the support, by the way, James Coffee.
Yeah.
And then Dropkick Your Teacher saying, just like Wolves, we robbed them and deserve nothing. If Vinay and Langa still don't sack him, then they're just accepting relegation at this stage. 2 wins in 15. That's insane that people are defending this guy with 2 wins in 50 games. We're losing to everybody, Artist T. And then you're right about Wolves, right? A team that we scraped a draw against at home as well. And then we're doing the same thing months later when he had all this time to try to fix things. We're doing the same thing against Burnley. Against Burnley, as much as we created enough chances, I think, to be 1 or 2 goals up at halftime, I think Thomas Frank lost us the game in the second half with the lack of substitutions and the lack of changes. He sort of kind of just didn't do anything to notice that Burnley were going to eventually get back into the game and potentially get something from it. I mean, he nearly lost the game for us, Thomas Frank. Nearly did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him at all for what happened in the first half, but the second half is totally his responsibility.
It's just second half when you need him to do his job.
His job,
first half you do blame the players, in terms of allowing that goal to happen and stuff. Some of the poor finishing from Wilson Odegaard, Solanke hitting it right at the keeper when they either side it's in, right? But the reality is when you needed the guy to do his job from the side of the pitch and make changes when the game was dying on its last, he didn't. Scott Parker reacted first before him and nearly got his rewards. We reacted after, and that's where Thomas Frank has to take the blame today. And at the end of the day, I know we're sitting there bemoaning some mistakes and stuff like that, but overall, the general product on the football pitch is a mark of Thomas Frank, is an indictment of what this guy is about and his style. We can all sit here and say, this player should be doing that, this player should be doing that. But if there's no flexibility within the rigid structures in and out of possession to allow them to do that, that's why it looks the way it is. When we're seeing players, constantly making 5-yard passes sideways, and it's routinely happening every single game. It's not because of the ability. It's like, how many times do we slow it down? Rather than rushing forward when we've took the ball off them and counter, how many times do we slow it down, let them get all 11 men back behind the ball, make sure we've got everyone set up in certain positions before we move the ball? It's instructions.
Paul Brown. Hopefully you're all right, Paul Brown. Do appreciate your support, man. He's saying, totally agreed, guys. How do you even trust him with future signings? I don't, man. I don't want him to have any more signings at this stage.
Thing is, the signings we bring in, they're Thomas Frank. They're not his signings. The director of footballs and the club now identify the players and bring them in. They're just going to, in my opinion, probably use Frank to show off a bit of stability to be able to try and use the rest of the transfer window to bring in maybe that one extra player before it closes. And then after that, then they probably get rid of the guy. But they're not signing players for him specifically, just like they didn't sign players for Ange, for Conte, for Jose. It's not the way football clubs operate anymore. So, even signings that we're bringing in, they're not necessarily for Frank. They're just to try and improve the squad moving forward.
Mark P. Saying, keep going, boys. You are therapy. He's got a special photo of him with his younger son he'd like to send you, Dave. Please just send it to the email. It's in the description there, Mark. Be happy to take a look at it, my man. Hopefully you're doing okay, by the way. Do appreciate your support, by the way. J-Mac saying, if Frank stays, the possibility of Van de Ven leaving is a real one. Yeah, man. I just don't think they can put up with this that much longer. They finished 17th under Ange. They won a trophy. I think that sort of made up for the season and probably kept them in high spirits. But then going into this season, like there's very little chance of us winning the Champions League. And then we could find ourselves finishing 15th, 16th, 17th again. I just don't know if they could put up with that for 2 seasons. I would also start to be thinking about, I'm not sure if I want to stick around for this shit, really. Even us as fans, we don't want to stick around for it. Imagine the players. Like, we're actually loyal to the club, whereas these players, like, I mean, they're going to be thinking about their careers. Dropkicker teacher from earlier saying you might as well bring in an interim. As you can see, the players were linked with is Robbo. Just sack him. Anyways, I've been pro interim manager for the past month straight, I think, at this stage. But yeah, I mean, listen, everybody, I just hope, just like last weekend, I just hope by the end of the weekend we are doing a sacked stream. I really do hope so. I understand that Dave is probably being realistic by saying it won't happen until the end of the transfer window. But for me, just for my own emotional sanity, I just got to see him go. I just don't want to look at him anymore, Thomas Frank. I'm just tired of losing to literally everyone in the Premier League. I didn't think it could get any worse in the Premier League than what we saw with Ange. We were losing to every single team under him. Thomas Frank has found a way to probably finish even lower than Ange Postecoglou did. It actually looks like we could get dragged into a relegation battle. It's shocking.
Look, we can sit here and pretend we're not. We're 8 points above it as it stands.
It feels that way.
You've got Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, United all coming up. Games we have struggled to win this season. Games we have struggled to take points from this season. Under this guy, we are sleepwalking into a relegation battle. We don't have that same buffer we had last year when we made that decision to go and concentrate on the Europa League. And the teams in the relegation zone are capable of putting something together and at least making a fist of getting out of it compared to maybe some of the teams that were in it last year. We are severely in one as of tonight.
Easily. I mean, because West Ham at the minute, they look like they're going to try to really push here to survive. I think it's now they're probably reaching panic stations, and the way they performed against us, the way they performed against Sunderland today, you could see them picking up some momentum and then eventually clawing some points back. Forest under Sean Dyche are always going to give it a good go to try to survive. I don't think we have the cojones to try to survive with this manager. But then same kind of with these players. I don't think these players are used to or in any way familiar with being at a relegation contender team. I think they would also probably cower and end up, raking it in or mailing it in. Mark saying Thomas Frank insists that there's no easy match in the Premier League except for us. you melt. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, we're losing to literally everyone under Thomas Frank. There's just no reason to keep him at that stage when you're losing to anyone and you're not picking up 2 wins in 15. Like, what are we doing here? He's got to go. I don't see how anyone could defend this guy at this point. He's making every player look terrible. We're losing to every single team. Like, he's just got to go. It can't get any worse.
Well, the away fans that he tried to divide and separate from the home fans and tried to butter them up and stuff like that, they also sang today. You're getting sacked in the morning towards Thomas Frank.
Mark saying, Dave and Jack, we seriously could be in 18th place in 4 weeks. I'm starting to come to that reality. Q7 saying, said it before the game, lads. Fans letting the club name blind them from our current state. We are not too good to go down. We have to hope once below us stay worse. I mean, that's what we relied on last season. And I'm just not too sure if we can rely on it 2 seasons in a row. I think at this point, we actually do have to really worry because, like Dave said, we're getting closer and closer to West Ham. They seem to have a bit of momentum right now to try to survive. We have none. The players, everyone, they look absolutely at the floor at this stage. You just have to bring in a new manager to see if he can inspire some type of new confidence and also just wake these players up to the reality of potential relegation. But Ed Sweeting, maybe one of the last comments we'll take. Ed Sweeting saying, unfortunately, he won't be sacked yet. He gets the Frankfurt game. If we lose or draw, he will definitely be sacked in that game 1,000%. It could be the case maybe that he'll be given that Frankfurt game. But he's got to go, in my opinion, Ed. He's got to go.
To be honest with you, I'm just sick of speaking about the guy, to be honest with you. I'm fed up.
Yeah.
I'm just fed up with it.
Well, everyone, whole point of the fan shows is so that you guys can come on, have your say. We'll be doing that next week. So if you're a member or not a member, consider coming on to the fan show. We'd love to have a chat with you, have you guys make sense of this shit show of a club and situation we're in.
And if something does happen with
Yeah.
Frank, we will be back to do an emergency stream as well, guys.
Yeah. But we'll see you all next time, everybody. Do
See y'all
appreciate
next
all the support. Been very, very generous support today. I think it's very, very humbling that you guys stick with us, through these crazy times. The fact that you just continue to stick by us and continue to suffer through Spurs with us, we really do appreciate you all. If you can smash the like button on the way out, would appreciate it. But yeah, thanks to everybody for all the support today.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. Come on, you
Thank you,
Spurs.
everybody. We'll see you again soon. Come on, you Spurs.